Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Oh. Get that out of there. Hey everybody, it's your boy Maddie Rants. Thank you so much for tuning in to this live review and recap over RuPaul's Drag Race UK versus the World's 2. It's episode 7, Haters Wedding Roast. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share, and subscribe and become a part of this Rant Pack family. I appreciate y'all so much for being here today. And thank you so very much for tuning in. I apologize if you didn't get any notifications. I don't think YouTube is being very kind to me right now, and I'm currently experiencing that. So hopefully they will put this in the algorithm and we will be A-okay to go. So I appreciate y'all for being here today. I know I can be a little long-winded sometimes, and that can be really not something that's interesting to people. But for those who enjoy the live reviews, God bless you. Thank you so very much. So I'm going to get my social medias out the way first, and then I'm going to wrap this up today because I'm not mentally really here right now, and I would like to just go sit in my room and cry for the rest of the day if that's okay. So it's at Maddie Rants everywhere except for Twitter, which is at the Maddie Rants. You can find that all in the description down below. Also, what's available is my Patreon link for my reactions, as low as $1 a month, and I also have merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. If you want to support me through the merch, that's really awesome. I'd appreciate it. And I'm also bookable on Cameo. I do have a camera request I need to get to the person who requested it. I promise I want to get to it. I don't want to put like what's going on right now with me on you. So I'm trying to pull myself together to give you an excellent video, right? Okay, so moving forward. Disclaimer, this program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individual, gender, or wigs. And all opinions expressed by Maddie Rants and program participants are solely personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so please don't be rude. Grab your libations and strap in because Maddie is a talker, and you may be here for a while. Please do not post any spoilers in the chat, because why? And if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this program, consume some Activia and have yourself a good old nasty poot. If you want to drop a little tippy poo in my jar, I'm about, I don't even know how many days right now, but less than 2 weeks away from my trip. That is extremely necessary for me right now and very much needed. Very much needed. PayPal.me /Maddie Rants, Cash App $ Maddie Rants, and Venmo Maddie Rants. Yes. So thank y'all for being here today. I'm not going to make this about me. I know people don't like to hear that, and I apologize if I ever did make it about me. This is about Drag Race, and you came here to enjoy the show and not be woe is me with me. So forget about me right now and just let's enjoy the show. Let's talk about what the positive things are. After this, I have to get away from the computer, the internet, and all of the above. I will not be back tomorrow. I will more than likely post something on Wednesday for the edited review. I won't be back until Saturday. I'm a little bit broken and pulled down a bit by YouTube, the fandom, the comments, me not having a break, me on this diet, everything I've been trying to do. I'm broken, unfortunately. And so I have to post things because I don't have the following or the viewership to stop, especially because this is what I do for a living. And that's not your problem. So all I can do is continue to try to post things that you will like, that you will consume, that you will share on your social media pages, that you will encourage others to become a part of, that way and I can, still sustain and survive and all that kind of good stuff here. So again, I appreciate those of you who tune into these lives. It means more than you actually know and that you'll ever be able to understand. And I appreciate you. So let's keep this going and let's start the show up today. I'll save the polls for the runway and then for the end of the episode when we talk about who we would like to win for the season. I am kind of happy that they're doing the reunion in the same episode as the finale. So that way there will be a lot of a lot of content to come out of that in terms of the edited video I'll be doing the following week. and the live I do that Monday. For those of you who know, I will be going on my trip on the 4th through the 8th. So I won't be posting any videos that weekend. I will be posting an edited video of the previous week's, of course, episodes. And I really am begging, I'm saying it just like that. I'm begging you to watch the video. You asked me to do edited videos. You said I talk too much. I'm begging you to watch the video. I put in even more work in and took a lot of my free time away just to make sure everyone's happy and it's not being reciprocated. So please, if you want that, watch it, share it, and support the channel. I'm not everyone's favorite by any means necessary, but I've had a little bit of enough of being beat down by folks lately. So I'm just kind of like, I'm doing this right now. Like, I've had enough. Why? Please stop. Please stop. But to get back to the positives, to talk about this episode and to stay in our lane today, let's focus, okay? So we're going to get to it with this wonderful haters roast that we had. Well, it really wasn't wonderful. 2 people were funny, the rest not so much. An excellent runway with bridal couture and an interesting top 4 I'm very excited to see and hear about today. So we'll get to it. Again, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button and make sure you comment on this video. I asked everyone to comment on the panel video yesterday. No one did. Very few. We talk in the live chats too. You can take it to the comment section as well. I got insulted yesterday and attacked. I had to block that person. And I don't know if YouTube said, oh, you blocked them, we're just gonna take away some things, but I can't have people really disrespecting me and talking about me out of line and to the point where it's really damaging and to be nasty against me. I can't just let that breathe. Sorry. For my own mental health. So let's get into the episode. I may be focused only on one end of this here, but I feel like a lot of y'all are letting me go too. So I get it. And I totally understand, you know. I get it. I'm not doing a good job, right? All right. So when it comes to the elimination of Theresa May, to me, that made perfect sense because, well, Theresa may be in the bottom or Theresa may be safe, but never winning this season. So it was like, well, we can only save you so many times. And God bless the Theresa, but that meet didn't last as long as it wanted to. You know, Marina looking good and everybody else giving a little bit in this moment right now as we travel to the couch and sit down and talk about, all the positive things that happened. And thanks for saving me and thanks for doing all that. But Scarlett wanted to know with her bare bottom, who did Hannah pick? I did find this moment kind of funny. And I also sort of said this is a setup or a segue into what was going to happen this week. Didn't get the badge this time, Hannah, but you got it sorry, you didn't get the badge that time, Hannah, but you got it this time. I see you, sister. But as she snatched it away, it was this really funny moment here and there. But we got to the nitty gritty, and Hannah chose Scarlett. And Scarlett didn't really appreciate that. And I found it to be really weird because I'm like, Scarlett, you mentioned track record now, but like at the beginning of the season, when you were talking about voting, you were saying it's kind of boring for people to focus on that, which raised some flags in the room. So now it's about track record, but when you wanted to do this earlier, it really wasn't about that. You were just talking. Is that right? Okay. I needed to figure that out. I was very confused. I was like, okay, so what is she talking about? You kind of set yourself up for the question mark moments that are happening on this season because you were the first one to say, I might take out somebody based on them doing well, where you have to be a silent assassin in the dark and then get them so they don't know what's coming. So they knew what was coming with you. Like you chose fairly that one time. I want to show the girls I'm playing this game fair. Okay, that's fine, but people are still gonna remember stuff. And so when she said that and was feeling some kind of way about Hannah, I was like, as much as I love you, Miss Scarlett, this is all your fault. And you have no one to blame but yourself, to be fair, in this moment over that just happening. I can't. I can't. I can't. Thank you, Felicia. I see a tippy poo on my PayPal. Thank you, baby. Sending a little bit of love in the hopes it goes a long way to lifting you up. I hope you see what I did here. I know I heard RuPaul singing. Well, a machine that used RuPaul's voice to sing. Yeah, when we get done talking about it, I may dive a little deeper into it, but I like really need a break. I need a break. I need a break. I shouldn't have even read that Reddit thread last night, but I did, and that was the worst decision I ever could have made. Back to this episode in reference to Scarlett and Hannah and this full bit. Like Hannah, I thought this was so funny because it was like, I just wanted to get that off my chest. I just want to get off my chest and go into this in a positive spirit because I want the people who are with me, to be. I'm mixing a British and Australian accent. You will be just fine. All good love, and all that good energy, good joy. I was like, okay. Had I been sitting on that couch hearing Hannah say that, I would have been like, I know what this bitch about to do. She gonna get her again. If she get the top again, she gonna get her out this time. Because she tells Scarlett this. Scarlett's kind of like, really? And she's like, oh, I don't want you to be mad. Oh, don't be mad at me. I don't know why that made me cackle because it was very, I hit you, but don't be mad, sister. I have some Neosporin. I didn't mean to cut you that hard. There's this funny scene where she throws the lipstick and Scarlett's like, get that out of here. Bitch, please tell me y'all saw my reaction on Patreon because didn't I say, wouldn't it be funny if Hannah went back and picked that up? And I feel like you did, Hannah. No, that I'm sure a PA came by and took it so they could use it later. But baby, high key, as she threw that lipstick to me, it gave, oh, I'm throwing it now, but trust me, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I thought this was so funny. Anywho, everyone's dressed, well, the majority of them are dressed nicely for today. I think they all knew what the prompt was going to be. So we got there. And then, of course, when Scarlett was like, I wanted to dress nice today and show up for y'all and do this, I said, why? So you put on a red jacket and you're a professional or a real estate agent? I think Scarlett knew she was the odd man out in this moment. I mean, I wasn't there, so I'm not going to speak on behalf of her, but as a viewer watching this, you could see a connection with Hannah and Tia, Tia and LeGrand Dom, Marina and Hannah, so forth and so on through different connections and webs. I never got that with Scarlett. And it's not to say that she's not personable, but she dropped her peen a little hard on the table at the beginning of the season by making a bold statement, i.e. Morgan McMichael saying, I don't care, girl. And then she got her ass at home. And now, after playing a cool game, a nice game, they've had a little fun in between in the room. It's starting to add up that we're right at the finish line. And if, say, Scarlett would have won this episode, who is to say that she wouldn't have sent Marina home? I mean, I would have. Marina, you may be watching this right now. And you know I love you, sister. I'm telling you right now, me and my drag, piece of cake, as the entity that I am, if I ever came into a position for a top 5 with you, and I knew we were lip syncing for the crown, and I'm very capable of cutting up to a lip sync and dancing down for the girls. In my high 30s, I am. I will eat you up. However, I know the power of the summer. That's by the marina where all the water is. Okay? I'm not Aquaman, bitch. I would drown. Do you understand me? You going home. You out the door. The fandom can come for me, but I'm playing a smart game. And I think Hannah, while she did make this comment later on about, ooh, if I was smart, I'd take her out. However, Hannah wasn't playing that kind of game. Scarlett mentioned playing that kind of game. Grand Dame didn't like that. Hannah didn't like that. It was mentioned to Tia. Girls were holding grudges. Not real grudges, but definitely, Yeah, I'm 37. About to be 38. And all the ageist young Drag Race watchers utilize that against me. I'm too old to be talking about this no more. Girl, you too old to be having this conversation. Meanwhile, there are people older than me covering the show that they're not blipping on because they say the right things about their favorites and they get to have that validation. And I'm not going to do that, especially because I know what I'm talking about. Moving forward, though, RuPaul, I do miss. Ooh, you already done had hers as it pops up on the screen. I do miss that. But she steps into the room in a suit that I'm going to have to ask Blake his opinion on. Because when it comes to styling and masculine taste, I always go to Blake. But I kind of like this suit. I don't know why. I kind of like this suit. I don't know why. Something about it's very interesting, especially with this blue going through where the lines of the suit are almost like it's still in construction. I don't know why. This is great. Yeah, I'm 86 over here, baby. The 86 the 86 gang. YouTube, I haven't sworn today. I hope you really let my video be monetized because this panel that I'm still waiting to be monetized for, over 5,000 views, I'm not going to get the ad revenue on. Please stop trying to hurt my channel. We didn't even go in that hard yesterday. Not even close. That's one of the reasons why I'm very pissed off this morning because, like, we weren't even doing nothing crazy yesterday. And it feels like it was auto set on it. Like, what the hell? So I'm missing out on that. Hate it, man. Anywho, the suit's great for me. I like the stripes. Not the stripes, but well, you know what I'm talking about with the work that's going on here. But the blue just adds a little something to it. It just does something for me. I don't know. I like this roux. I wish you had a watch though. Do you have a watch on? Is it underneath the sleeve? That's the one thing I'm missing from you, friend. I need something on the wrist. I need something on the wrist. I'm that kind of guy. I have to have things on my wrist. I feel naked with this wrist right now. I also have very small wrists, so for me, I like to put something on here. I need some on the wrist. That's all. Not a necklace because you decided to open up the top. That's fine, but I need something on the wrist. I want an accessory, a little accessory. I'd also love to see RuPaul paint her nails. Not to give us a little press on, but just to paint their nails just off the cup. I kind of would love to see that. Anywho, Ru steps into the room and presents them with a mini challenge of wedding proportions. Do we totally see where this is going today? Yes, because we all watched the episode. Duh. So they're doing a bachelorette party spoof tease. They're given what looks like a DDR dance pad if you had the PlayStations back in the day, but you know the ones that you had to tape to the floor because they'd slip if it wasn't on the right surface. Those girls, but a big wide board of it, right? A little dancing energy. I knew. Do not take this moment seriously. It's a mini challenge. You're supposed to make RuPaul laugh with what you're doing, right? They started falling like flies, or I should say trees, since Tia Coffee and LeGrand Dame were the first one to get eliminated. So we can just call it deforestation, even though that shouldn't happen, save the earth. Followed by Scarlet Envy leaving Marina Summers and Hannah Donda left to dance. Isn't it? I'm like, Hannah, look at this. It's the lip sync all over again. But this time the comedy bit's going to work because that's what was required and what was asked of you. I don't know what you were doing, Hannah, but it was full. Hannah just had me laughing at her. Marina kept saying, I love drag queens. I was like, okay, girl, you dancing down, sister. I love me some Marina. But Hannah just was doing the most. Okay. It was just a lot of foolishness and fuckery. And I did enjoy myself through this mini challenge. It was a hoot. Hannah Donda wins the mini challenge. Congratulations to her. They asked her to dance again for RuPaul's enjoyment. After being embarrassed slightly on television, RuPaul then tells them what their maxi challenge is going to be. It's a roast, a haters roast, a wedding roast. And it's supposed to be like based off of like the marriage of Michelle Visage and Graham Norton, which I heard his name said so many different ways this episode. And after getting the screenshots, I can say the same, like, yeah, like I heard Graham and her Graham all together, then Graham. I kept hearing that. I'm like, maybe I'm listening too hard. Marina did it. Tia did it. I said, who's Graham? I said, maybe I'm not hearing this right. Then RuPaul said Graham. I said, oh, maybe it's just the American in me. I don't know. Maybe we're not saying it right. I don't know. I overthought that one, kids, but I was very like, why is am I hearing that man's name wrong? Anywho, Michelle and Graham low-key got married, and what it's supposed to be like is that they're at the wedding, and this is now the reception, okay? Or excuse me, not the reception. No, this is still at the altar, apparently. And so there's supposed to be objections. Now, the thing about it is, how can you object to the wedding after they've already been married and now you're sitting at a table that you low key, girl, you had to tell the bride what you needed to eat for your dietary restrictions to then make a toast to then expose them after they've already got married? That's actually evil. So I didn't understand this, to be honest with you. I thought for me, and I get there was a table there, I wish they had it in the pew settings. Or, like you're at a wedding and there's the groom side and there's the bride side. I wish they did it like that versus them at the table. They've already been married and now we're having conversations about why they shouldn't be, but make it into a roast. I still respect the challenge because I love a good roast and I see where they were going with this. But I was like, why are they at a table? And why are you acting like this is the reception when in reality, you're making it seem like they're at the vow part and someone and a pastor or whoever's the minister or whoever that one person who can marry these gay folks is going to say, if you got something to say why these two shouldn't be married, speak or forever hold your peace. Didn't get it. I'm glad you treated it this way because that's the only way I could see it. And I hope you don't think that I'm being hypercritical by me breaking down why it didn't make sense to me. I really hope so. But for me, how I was looking at it, it felt a little deconstructed. So maybe they were drunk and that's what it was supposed to play like. But for me, I wanted the setup to be just a tad bit different, personally. With Hannah Donda winning the mini challenge, Hannah gets the decision of choosing the order for the roast. And this is maybe the first time we've seen Marina sweat a little bit because, oh, it's a roast. We're doing stand-up comedy, not my jazz. It's going to be some other people's issue too. One person went into it a lot more confident than you, Marina, and was quite not funny. RuPaul said, and I don't understand why no one laughed at your jokes. Ru, you weren't laughing at her jokes. What are you talking about? I thought that was one of the dumbest things to say. I was like, you weren't laughing, lady. I don't know why no one was laughing. What do you mean you don't know why? God, give me the strength. 100 plus in the room. I am thankful to see 3 digits within the first 20 plus minutes of this. That makes me feel really good. I appreciate that. Show some love and hit that like button, share and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. I appreciate y'all for being here today. If you want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, because it's after what I saw in my analytics this yesterday and how they dropped 200 on my account, trust it's going to be necessary. PayPal.me/MetaRants and Cash App.sign/MetaRants or Venmo MetaRants. Someone in my panel comment section said, why isn't Maddie putting the links anymore? Because YouTube does not like it when you put a lot of links in your description section and they count it against you, and low-key will shadow ban you for that, which I think is currently happening right now to me. So yeah. Let's see here. No, it was Rue. It was Rue. No, the guest judge used that same statement for Marina about the jokes or somebody else, but no, Rue was the one that was like, you have very good material. I don't know why people weren't laughing. And I was like, it's because she made every joke like it was supposed to be funny. So when she would say the joke, there was no punchline. It was like, isn't this funny? And that's the issue. I can set up the memberships, Pete, but I don't want to be like a rude YouTuber like I've been accused of and not have something to offer, because I was thinking about setting it up this week, but I just don't know how to do the those special stickers that people can do for memberships. And if I do memberships, it's only fair I do it for $1 a month or like 99 cents because I do Patreon that way. And again, I don't want to be unfair and like one of those YouTubers who takes advantage of that program and then doesn't present any content. And I've seen some people that do that. So it's like I want to do it, but I want to make sure that it's not going to be another whirlwind of fuck Maddie Rance and he's trash and oh, he only talks about black this and that and the other. I hate his voice. I can't anymore. They have beaten me up. I can't anymore. I'm broken. I'm so dead ass beat. Like y'all think people think I'm really evil, and I'm like, this is so not me, and it really sucks. So it's really hard when I'm having a bit of an imposter syndrome issue because I'm not horrible, but when I read things that are telling me that, I'm like, maybe I am. I don't know. To Hannah and the lineup, I love how Hannah approached this like she was like an actual casting director. This is what a roast is. This is how it has to be. Who's had experience with roast? I was kind of like I literally pay to use the StreamYard service so we can do these lives. You know what I mean? And I'm about to pay $270 something for Vimeo just so my Patreon folks can enjoy the long edited reaction. So trust me, Pete, it's all hitting me at once. Trying to get my car fixed, trying to deal with all that, the algorithm. I want to go on vacation. I got Dragcon coming up. I got these 2 cats. I'm running out of breath. Yeah, she was trying to get them on board. I already know, well, Marina, they didn't have a roast, so it was like, okay, got it. Scarlett never got to a roast, got it. Grand Dame in France, that's not really a thing. So I said, okay, Tia, yeah, the only person that's had some sort of familiar territory in here is Hannah. So it was like, okay, let's see how we can do this today. Let's see how we can fix this and get this going, right? I think Hannah knew Tia was going to be fine and that everybody else was going to be in trouble. So for her, she's like, it's going to only feel good or look good if we open the show strong and we close it strong. Everything in the middle can be trash. Because it'll be like, okay, well, at least they started out good and it ended great. So the order was Hannah Donda, the Grand Dame, Marina Summers, Scarlet Envy, and Tia Coffee. See, I would agree with this, except we saw Scarlett's entire performance, right? and she's literally from America. I'm just saying, I feel you on this for other shows. But this time, yeah. And especially with there only being 5 people left, there was no way on God's green earth RuPaul was going to say, one of y'all is safe and 2 are you in the bottom and the other 2 get to pick. Oh, no, baby. As a matter of fact, I'm shocked she didn't do everybody's in the bottom last week. I am shocked she didn't do that. Ooh, that would have been a thing. Ooh, actually. I was like, let me think about that. Oh, actually. Yeah, there's going to be a language barrier. It does happen sometimes. Hell, there's a language barrier even in the English language whenever you're conveying a joke, because remember, it's about tone, context, the setup, the full lines of it, right? And not everything's going to be translatable. So I'll be very real. I thought Marina was funnier than what the judges gave her, and it may have been because the white comments came out and some, never mind, y'all like to laugh at black people acting a certain way, ghetto, but bitch, I cackled at Marina's joke. The only problem Marina had this episode was that she was nervous and you could tell, but I thought her jokes were kind of funny. To be fair. Yeah. I was like, to be fair, she was funnier than Scarlett was, to me. And I have to go off of the guest judge's critique where it was like, when we went through the walkthrough, you were so much more comfortable. And I'm like, yeah, a little bit, a little bit. Legrand, hers was funny because Hannah made it funny, but we'll get there. We'll get there. I am not going to dive. Where is this? I am Black. So we're very clear. You cannot ask me how white people feel. I don't know how white people feel. Don't know. Can't tell you. Because, like, I know you're Filipino, but, like, if you want to go into American history and you want to do this today, that's a long drive, brother. That's a long drive. Long drive. That's not going to make me go, why would they say that? It's not. It's not. I'm not going to move for that. Nope. That shit was funny to me. Ain't got nothing to do with, oh, you don't like white people. That's bullshit. And I know I really don't care for that. Knowing literally my best friend is a whole white non-binary individual. What the fuck are you talking about? But like, yeah, I can't speak for white people. Somebody in the comment section can speak for you on that one. But as far as the how many years of slavery, racism, and everything else that has been faced in America that my ancestors and my people before me have dealt with, I'm not moving for that and going, are they okay? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I was shocked she said it because I was like, oh, are they going to be all right with that because of these people? But I laughed because I was gagged. And I thought it was also funny because she's like, she's white and pretty. She's white and pretty. And Hannah's just white. So some white folks ain't going to be turned off by it. Others may be because they, feel like, oh, they're always making us out to be the bad guys. And I always tell my white brothers and sisters who are like, Maddie, why is it always us, us, us? I'm like, it's not you. It is your fellow white counterparts who are racist, girl, who are still racist. Everybody who's white and not racist, I like those people. They're great people. Good, honest folk. Everybody is. But when you are racist, homophobic, transphobic, it's like you want me to feel bad for her because someone made fun of something about her? No, she's shit. So that joke, for me, it didn't touch me. If it was somebody who's not racist and felt a kind of way about that, I hear you. But yeah. I mean, she low-key eliminated an American, someone from the UK. I mean, if you really want to talk about it, Marina's been doing that work for the entirety of the season. Boom. And I like this white person here. Love the joke. Drag is political. She comes from a colonized nation. It's also really easy to just not be racist, to be honest. White speaking, Christian, shut up. That's funny. I know people really don't like when I bring it up, but I don't care because, again, I live in my Black American journey as a light-skinned Black man who knows the privilege of being able to pass through doors because people think I'm a different color, and also being clocked in as someone checking me and then being very different towards me because they know I'm Black, or the passive questioning of, so which one of your parents is white? And I don't have a white parent. And they're like, that's not true. How are you going to tell me about my way of life and living and who I am? Why would I need a white about the color of my parent? That's weird. So like, there are ways to talk about this and go into it to where other folks can feel a certain ways about things. I've literally always been in the, what's the word I'm looking for? I've always been in that little bubble of, I can go in through many doors, but I can't be a part of every conversation. Ooh, that's great. That's a good one. I can go in through a lot of doors. I just can't be a part of every conversation. So yeah, I think that if you found that to be uncomfortable, I mean, that may be you looking on an outside lens to others, but I wouldn't invest too much time into it though. But I think some people would appreciate you feeling uncomfortable for them. Maybe, maybe, maybe. But you're fine. It's okay. Also, a quick shout out to the Philippines because I talked about this on my Instagram today. The top 3 countries that watch my show, that watch my channel, United States is number 1. Number 2 is Canada. And number 3 is Philippines. I was over here like this, like, what? I said, wait, what? Let me go in here. I saw some other countries too. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. My international audience is, that's awesome. But I said, Philippines number 3. What's up? I can't wait for the next season, girl. Ooh, hurry up. Hurry up, Jiggly. Please. Like, God, please hurry up. I miss Drag Race Philippines so much. You just do not know, y'all. It's such a good show. If you haven't watched it, I know some of my audience members don't dive past that. Please, you will be entertained. They were holding it down when Thailand's gone. Thailand's coming back. It's about to be Thailand and Philippines this year, girl. I'm about to be up. That's why I'm like, YouTube, just pay me the money. Give me my ad revenue. Get me all the way to those seasons because I'm going to put in work for those two. It's Pangina and my sister Jiggly. I'm putting in work. Yes, shout out to my Asian community of followers. I appreciate y'all down. Much love to you. As a reminder, when my mother was pregnant and I was inside of her growing as a little fetus, my mother and my father were traveling through Asia and they were going through different countries, and China was one of the ones that they were in the longest. And so my mother always tells me, Maddie, because whenever it was like what I want to eat, I'm like Chinese food, Thai food, like anything, right? Then my mom was like, that's because we were in Asia and I just ate nothing but dim sum, and now you want it all the time. I'm like, you damn Skippy. It's good. Food is great. But I also want to visit too. I know that plane ride though, Jiggly told me it's a lot. Like, girl, you're gonna be on that plane for a while. I'm like, I don't know if I can do that. But I'm ready for an international tour. I am. I want to go to Australia and New Zealand. I want to go to like a lot of countries in Asia. I just start naming them. I want to go to Europe. But I think the one trip I want to do before I like leave this earth is like, you know, those videos they show, those island like huts where people can rent out those little island huts and there's like water and all that kind of shit around it or whatever. Where is that? The Galapagos Islands? Or is that does it start with an M? Oh, Matthew, it's not hitting me. I'm just using syllables. It's gonna come out. Maldives. There it is. Ah, look at it. It worked. It worked. Yay. It worked. Oh my God. The way I tried to get it out. Japan's like number 3, but really number 1 on my list. Because every time I turn on a video from YouTube or TikTok and they're like a day in the life in Japan, I'm like, really? Really? Oh. Dubai's not on my list. Dubai's not on my list for particular reasons. I'm trying to be really aware of the pink washing stuff that they talk about. So I'm trying to like it looks amazing. It looks amazing, but I'm like I do watch Japan Eats. How, Belchain, you don't know me. Ooh, I did because I told Jiggly, I was like, girl, I gotta go out there for at least a week. Like, I just want to experience everything and like try some like food and like go to like places that are important and just very like because I hate going to cities or traveling and you just sit in your hotel room. I like Japan Eats because his voice is like really soothing, and I'm always like, who is this on the other side of this phone? Yeah, right. Dubai doesn't like the gays, which is why whenever somebody gay goes over there, they're like, they don't hate us. Girl, you can't even like be open about who you are. Don't play. Like, don't do that. But yeah, I like this Miami trip. That's why I'm like, I gotta go to La Havana. I want to go try some things. And I really want my friends to be also wanting to do it too with me. But if not, I will be fully ready to go by myself if I have to. Because I'm like, bitch, I am coming back with an experience, not a non-experience. I love it when we get in the later episodes like this because there's not that much to talk about. No shade. It's like we can just move on through, we can just coast on through. And that's why we're having these moments. Catherine Ryan is the guest judge, a comedian, actress extraordinaire. Mhm. I'm Marina. I'm from the States and I don't know who this is. So don't worry, girl. I've seen her before on many shows, but I never invested my time to get to know her name. However, I do love her comedy. I think she's funny. I thought the workshop with the jokes was kind of good, kind of okay. I sort of tuned out a little bit at this moment because I don't want to watch a roast where you've practiced your jokes already to where I've heard them and then I get to hear them on stage again. It's no longer as funny to me. This is why Tiffany Haddish doesn't have any like residency in my brain of wheel of thinking of life of anything because she's the same person in everything that she does. Every joke is the same. It's not, yeah. So for me, not really my jish, but I was interested. I thought Catherine was funny. I thought her jokes when we got to the runway and she was throwing out all those puns. Oh, that was fabulous. Hannah Conda's was hilarious. The one she did for the Down Under. Down Under. That was funny. Catherine Ryan, she looks like she was on Grace and Frankie is who she reminds me of. And then she looks like, she sounds like and looks like that one woman who was also on, what was that movie called? What was that show? I forget. Hold on, let me just look her up real quick while I'm doing this. Yeah, I was told I'm my most authentic when I'm corny and that my intro music video is me trying too hard. Yeah. I was like, she's Canadian Irish. Oh, I didn't know this. Okay, so not on any of the shows I discussed. I'm trying to find one show I've seen her on. Come on, Matt. There has to be. Nope. Yeah, this is very UKTs. Hold on, I need to get some water. I didn't eat a lot this morning and I need to put something in my system. I think I need to break my bread fast because I've lost a little too much weight for my liking. I was supposed to stay at 185 and we've gone below that now by another 5 pounds, like at 180. So I'm like, I think I might need to eat bread right now. Yeah, I deleted the comment because this person has left multiple comments gaslighting me into like arguing with them. And they also spoke up the panel. I posted it on my Twitter because after I blocked them, I was like, this is what they were saying to me. And it's very false positivity. And it's done in a way that's facetious and malicious to the intent of trying to slowly destroy me as a person, right? And so I deleted many comments from them over the past couple of weeks. I kept seeing stuff where it was like they were making fun of me while liking the panel members, or they would take something I said and then they'd reiterate the comment I made, but in the way that they would have. And so one of the comments they left was, I always skip your intro and I can do a better job. You have 3 subscribers. You've had your whatever account this is for 2012. If you're just another YouTuber who is logged in on their other account and you're harassing me, speak up or forever hold your peace. I'll see you at Dragcon. Then I was like, well, everyone likes the intro. And they had said, well, they don't have your best interest and all this kind of shit. It turned into you're not authentic and you're trying way too hard with your intro video. It's when you're corny and you're silly is when you're actually your absolute self. Nobody likes to try hard, and that's why your channel is failing. So okay. Then it got to, it's so sad to see Maddie Rance, a gay man, supporting Biden and voting for Biden this election season. I haven't even given y'all, I literally just said go vote. I haven't even told y'all how I'm going to do everything. It's so sad. So I'm ready to go on my trip. I'm ready for a vacation. As little as that person probably is to me, as probably sad as their life is, or for those who wake up and choose misery in the morning, honey, I need a vacation. I need a break. I don't want to read stupid shit like that. Like, what is that? You know what I mean? It's like, what is this? So I think what y'all don't realize is that it's not me being sad. It's me being just frustrated that actually was written, that someone actually took time to do. It's like, what, are you okay? Like, that's me. It's not even about like, they said this about me. No. Are you okay? I don't like another YouTuber, has nothing to do with Drag Race. I've talked about her many times. I don't ever go to her page and be like, you're a lying bitch. You sit here and you're mocking the Muslim faith. You're trash. I don't ever do that because it's not why. I sit back and I go, this is terrible. I make comments in other pages about it. That's it. I don't go directly to the source and go, you're terrible. I don't care. I don't care. To be real, I want her to win, but if she don't want to win, I'm just going to watch it all fall down to the ground, but I'm not going to go in there and help her fall. No. So when I got people telling me shit, I'm like, girl, just say you like this YouTuber more than me and move around. Or better yet, just go to their page and show them the love. Like, this doesn't do anything for me. It looks weird. This gets scary. Like that guy that was defending Big Dipper or Little Dipper or Dippin' Dots or whatever the hell it was on my Twitter last week. And for those of you who saw that, that person clearly was having a mental episode on Twitter. They were responding to one tweet with 10 tweets. That's not, you think that's cute? It's not. Like, help. So for me, I think I'm getting to a point where maybe I'm maturing and maybe I'm getting to a point where I'm like, my bullshit factor is really going like, woo, no, I don't want to do this no more. No, I want to do this still. I want to do this. But as far as engaging and I need a break for away from the internet to just remind myself that grass is real, sand is plentiful, the oceans need our help, and that smog in the air, that's pollution. Yep, and that's why my phone will be off the whole time. It'll be on do not disturb, but the one that's like no notifications, none. I'm also disabling, and I've got it set up to go. I have a whole alarm set up to disable every social media app I have. I don't want to read anything. I don't want to know what's going on. And this is also to protect me for the Drag Race stuff. So that way my Patreon people, when I get back home on that Monday, y'all get fresh reactions. You're not like, Maddie watched the episode when he was in Miami. No. I already told my friends, we're not doing Drag Race anything. I want nothing to do with YouTube at all. If you see me in Miami and want to say what's up, please and thank you. I'm good for hugs and pictures too. I'm not above anybody, okay? But don't you come to me, Matt, did you see that? I did not. Because when I get back home, I got to get right back to work. So I'm really happy I'm going on this trip. Y'all don't understand. I'm about to cry. Start talking about it. Let me continue. I'm just very happy to get away from my home for a little bit of time. I don't know. I'm just so happy to get away. I'm just so happy. Like, I wish it was this week. Y'all don't even. Whoa, we're in a group chat now. And everyone's like, all right, this is the week before our trip. And the first thing everyone says was, God, I wish it was this week. God, I wish it was this week. I need it this week. This is the week we should be going. I'm like, I know. But I think it's good because this series, UK versus the World 2, will be wrapping up this Friday, right? So I'll still be in town. I will be able to get out my review and the edited review for at least the finale of UK versus the World 2, right? Season 16 will not be even close to being done. Ooh. Maddie, they're at the top 5. They're at the top 5 now. It's going to 4. Oh, girls. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, sweet pea. Oh, sweetie. It's not done. 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 It's going to be a little bit different. They're not doing the same old, same old. And I'm so hyped. They're keeping this going for quite a little while. I'm like, oh, okay. By the time I get back in town, they will still be season 16. That will probably be wrapping up. It'll be 2 months before Dragcon, 2.5. So there's going to be more announcements to come. I am not going to spill. But yes, get ready for some trailers to drop very soon. And some announcements to happen, because you see how this is going, right? Let me give you the run through on Drag Race so y'all can start picking up on things when you see it. And this is, and World of Wonder, I'm not messing y'all over. I'm just telling people to pay attention to stuff. How many seasons just came out of Drag Race, right? Okay. Belgique is still on. Whoever's watching that. Then we had España All-Stars. Okay. Mind you, that didn't even start the year. Season 16 did. That's please clock him. Season 16 started the year. España All-Stars wasn't even on for like just this much time, right? So it was Belgique, España All-Stars, UK versus the World 2, and season 16 all at the same time. 4. One dropped off. We have 3. Another one's about to go. UK versus the World. Well, actually, excuse me. Right. It'll be 2. Belgique, which again, I'm not paying attention to. Is that over yet? Is it close to over? Soon? Maybe? I don't know. That's in there. So now you got 2 shows happening right now after this is over. Remember last year? It was like 3 on 4 on 3. That's about to happen. Oh, it's already done? Oh, who won? So I can look them up and give them a little bit of a like. It's nothing. I have nothing against the queens of Belgique or Belgium. I really don't. I'm just not going to sit there and watch Rita Baga tell me what they think looks good. I'm good on that. No shade. I don't see it. I don't see it. I respect everybody on that show. A little bit of Rita, but I'm not going to lie to you. Who? I need to change Alvita Drag. Let me just look her up real quick. Why did Landon Cider come up? Do they have a last name? Let me just go to Drag Race Belgium. Like, we have smartphones. What's wrong with us? I'm really hungry. And I know I just said I should be able to eat bread, but I still kind of don't want to do it because I've gone so long without bread. Like, if I do it now, like, I may just ruin the entirety of it all. Okay, here we go. Oh, she's kind of giving. Oh, I live. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. I can see it. I can see it. Ooh, pasta sounds good. Maybe I'll have a pasta today since bread is like the devil right now. Okay, I can see. Okay, Alvita kind of she gives. Okay. Huh. Was anyone robbed this season? I remember seeing someone on there that looked like, oof. I said, that's their makeup? How far they get? They came back? What? Maybe they were cool. Either way. Well, so that means that after this, we'll only have one season on. So yeah, based on my predictions and information that I can figure out and put together, tic-tac-toe, 3 in a row. Yeah, there's definitely about to be an announcement for another show. I don't think it's going to be global though. I feel like the best time that they're going to do global will be at Dragcon in July, where like you know how they did the Drag Race Mexico announcement there and all that. Like I feel like Dragcon this year in the States. Oh, I hope I'm getting this right. Let me predict it. I feel like they're going to announce Drag Race Thailand and show the first trailer if it hasn't already been filmed yet. I feel like Philippines will get their trailer. That's right. Kitty Mommy, thank you. France is around the corner. Because I remember I saw that teaser. Thank God France is coming back. I love Drag Race France. So we're good there. So it's more than likely going to be France. Will it be All Stars 9? Oh, I wonder if they'll do All Stars 9 before Global All Stars. That would make a lot more sense. Or Global All Stars will be on at the same time as All Stars 9. That is a possibility. That's a possibility. So France is the first international season coming through after all this is wrapping. What else could it be? Because it's not just going to be France, knowing how I am with my filming schedule in Drag Race. Canada versus the World did finish. I'm glad those first set of rumors were not true. Because I don't have a connect for Canada versus the World. So I was having to depend on folks that may have been a part of this franchise before. And the first time they told me what was going on, I was like, excuse me? Who went home first? I know you lying. And now that was debunked, I said, okay, better. That's right. They did finish UK season 6 really early too. I heard they filmed it like a while ago. Can you believe there's already been 6 seasons of UK? It's weird that I forget Ginger, who won. That was season 5. And I know 4 is everything because my girl Black Pepper was on there, but like it's starting to blur a little bit for me. And I don't like that. It's starting to blur together. Because I was like, didn't we just have season 4? Oh, we didn't. No, that was actually a while ago. Really? Because the way my algorithm works, I see Black Pepper every day. So, yeah, I think if there's not if they're smart, but I think I would like for All Stars 9 to start before Global All Stars so that Global can get its shine. If there are other international seasons that are on, I get that. But something about a US season and then a global season being on at the same time, it was hard to do currently with UK versus the World and season 16. Yes. For me as a reviewer, it was very annoying having those pop out on the same fucking day. That was the dumbest thing on the planet. Why are they coming out on the same day? That is so stupid. As a person who would be a viewer and a watcher too, I'd feel the same way. I don't know about the rest of you. I hated it. I'm like, girl, I don't even have time to breathe in and soak in UK versus the World because a few hours later, I'm on season 16. Why? Give them days, at least a day. Like, it would have made more sense if it was like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Here's the lineup. Wednesday, Espana All Stars. Thursday, UK versus the World. Friday, season 16. That makes way more sense. Spread it out. Don't put them on the same days. Please, World of Wonder, I'm begging you, do not put them on the same days again. I don't know what y'all have to work out with the networks that you're streaming them through. No more same day. It's so hard to keep up with and for me to remember things because I'm like, I mean, but Captain Sully, you know, that's, and again, proof that I work my ass off. Because what do? I watch that shit immediately. I edit it immediately. I put it on. Bam. And then what do? By the time I'm finished editing and it's posted, I'm already sitting at my couch for season 16, recording a completely different reaction. Within an hour of the last one I just posted, soaking in brand new information. To then do it all over again, to then post that, to then make my thumbnail, to then get my screenshots, and then I need a vacation. I'm going to get one, I know, but proof I need a vacation. Because it would be full on Patreon all day long day. And then it would be review to that day, review this day, review this day, review this day, then a review that day. That break, not really a break because I got to do stuff at home that doesn't involve you. It involves me doing personal things, that kind of shit, right? The next day, it'd be Espana All-Stars. Now we're doing edited reviews on Thursdays. And I'm So yes, I'm very happy UK versus the World is ending. I'm very happy that Espana All-Stars is ending. I'm very happy I never picked up Belgique. I'm happy that season 16 will be the only one because there will be other shows I want to talk about. Yes, very soon. Like Chucky. I don't know if people watch, not a lot of people watch my Chucky reviews. So I don't know if I'm just going to make those edited reviews and do like a small like recap or do like shorts. YouTube is telling me to do shorts. That's another reason why they're like, you can make more money if you just did more shorts. I'm like, well, okay, but you got to be inspired because YouTube is low-key taking a little TikTok tease, or they're trying to make us all TikTokers on YouTube now, very much. So if your main videos aren't doing the do, your shorts will get you coin. That's a little heads up for those of you having trouble picking up an audience. Those shorts, they're really trying to implement a lot. Okay. Whew. Valentina's not coming back for Drag Race Mexico, by the way. So those rumors were true. House of Dragons. Yeah, I want to get more into scripted television because y'all liked my P-Valley reviews. I loved talking about P-Valley with y'all. So definitely need to get back into the more scripted ones. I don't know. I guess short form is the way to go. Attention spans of people are dropping with the newer generations of youth that are being brought up into the world, and no one has the time or patience to sit through something long like this video. So yeah. Oh, why isn't she coming back? Oh, it's not for me to say. It's really not for me to say. Allegedly, Miss Mama wasn't professional. Allegedly. Allegedly, a lot of people had to wait for her. Allegedly, never on time. Allegedly, people felt that somebody was above the show. Allegedly. I don't know who was talking, but yeah, I have no idea why they did that with her. I have no idea. Like during promo with the show, allegedly, Miss Mama was not really given what needed to be gave, and the girls were mad about that. Allegedly. You know, when they were back here and they were talking about, you know, their positions and placements for the competition they were just in, you know, it was interesting to hear because like Scarlett's always been so close but so far away. Marina was a finalist, LaGrande Dame was a finalist, and Hannah Donda was a finalist, but it's Tia and Scarlett over here who are in, you know, uncharted waters. Did you see what I just did there? That was amazing. I know. You're welcome. We'll do that more often. If I have tea, I'll do that more often. Allegedly, possibly, maybe. Allegedly, possibly, maybe. I don't know for sure. Do not know if it's true, but there have been conversations I've been a part of where that may have been the thing that has been said, and it's been by more than one person that has told me that part. So that's why I was like, oh, sources. But I don't always believe everybody because also people sometimes too, like even for me, where it's happened against me, where if someone doesn't like you, they're just going to make up some shit. And then if people don't like you, the believability of bullshit is even stronger. It's bigger. It's badder. Fozzie, Baby, forgive me here. I don't know how I missed this. Sorry I'm late. I just want to say thank you for these lives because it helps time go by fast as I'm fasting for Ramadan. Well, Fozzie, I'm glad you're fasting for Ramadan. I could tell you one YouTuber who's a revert, the fuck she talking about over here with her little non-descriptive marriage, who is not fasting. I have so many questions that I need to get a hold of my Muslim friend because I want to ask some questions. And I mean, he's like a devout Muslim too, but he's very cool with certain things where his parents may not be, but he down with that. But he also follows it to the T, where he I need to ask him about horror movies because I looked up something today about that where it depends on the context. It depends on what is being shown and glorified in the film as to if it's haram or not. And I'm just telling you, this one girl, everything they do is haram. I know so much about the Muslim culture through somebody not knowing about it at all and lying to people, but then watching reaction videos where they actually tell you what it is. I've learned so much about Ramadan and everything. The pillars you got to go through on the Quran, baby. I was like, whoa, like I learned a lot through somebody's, laziness of not actually wanting to do things, but just get on camera and I'm reading a book. Are you? Embarrassing. But also some of the reactors too. One in particular, 3 initials. Yeah, I'm looking at you weird. Mm-hmm. I just like that. Like, sometimes even I sometimes will drop nuggets of information, or even some of my panel members, you may not have had any idea of that. And you're like, oh, really? It's like, that's true. Go look it up. And then, oh. DW, I don't get it either. And I love how I showed DW the videos of who I was talking about. I was like, oh, really? I'm like, yes. I can't pray on no one's downfall because that karma is real. I'm watching it and being like, okay, eventually the whole thing's gonna fall. But I can't wish for somebody's downfall. I don't, and I will not wish for their downfall. But I will say I'm watching and I'm looking at you going, all right. This screenshot with Hannah's white face is sending me though. So I'm gonna talk about this. I feel like Hannah, and I'm gonna message you later, girl. You said a lot without saying a lot. And I received it. And when you said you were so worried about how you're going to be received by the queens and this, that, and the other, I was like, I think it's even more than that. I think, Hannah, this also has to do with what you had went through when you went on season 2. And just like how we had issues with Karen from finance. And then there was that little article that came out. But then it was debunked because there was an actual conversation on the show. There was backing information to move us away from going, okay, they completely understand what's going on and they totally knew where they were wrong, and they have moved not only past it, but are still owning it, but are educating themselves completely. If you haven't noticed, a lot of Hannah's drag this season has been love letters to her community, as well as to people who you may not have expected her to give love letters for. First Nations, for example, in that first outfit she did. Then it was the likes on bikes, because that's the only way I can say it. On top of that, I've been paying attention, sister. You've been doing a lot of work, and I love it. And I love that even a lot of your drag that you've shown, while it is you've also been very, I'm going to do this today because this needs to be shown on this kind of world stage. And I fucking love that, Hannah Donda. It's also one of the reasons why I love her, because when I watched the show and I knew that T, I didn't know anybody prior to the show. So it wasn't like I was coming in going, oh, well, this had happened. I paid attention to her. I watched her actions on the show. I mean, hanging with Queen Kong is definitely helpful because Queen is always going to be my number one favorite people, person, place, being, and thing. Y'all know I have a lot of number ones in my life, and Queen is one of them. So that was helpful. But also, let's bring in Spanky into the equation. Those 3 in general, their energy was the perfect balance. That's why I always say, if you're going to watch Down Under, watch 2. You're welcome. Don't go to 3. One, you're going to be very disappointed. How do they get a second season? You will ask that question. But two, the best. Everybody on that cast, from the bottom to the top, from the rooter to the tutor, good shit. And I include Beverly in that conversation. I've never hated Beverly Kills, but Beverly reminds me of a younger plain Jane. Well, when she was on the show, I'm sure she's a little bit more realized. It's been a few years now, but it was a good season. You had people you didn't like. You had people that you loved. You had people that you were on the fence about. There were storylines. There were funny arguments. Minnie Cooper is that girl. Shout out to Minnie Cooper. Yeah. Oh, please. If you got your Wow Plus and you're like, Matt, there are some international franchises I'm not sure about. Skip season 1. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to those queens. Go back and watch season 1 later. After 2, you'll know why I said that. See season 2 first. You'll be like, wow. You may think, how is Spanky going to get through this competition? It's one of the best storylines ever. I fucking love you, Spanky. How you doing, bitch? I love you, Spanky, Hannah, and Queen, of course. Those are my girls. But like, I was dragging Spanky Jackson at the beginning of the show. When I saw that look, I said, what is this? Baby, you are going to fall in love with that person, and it's going to be genuine. Because when I tell you in real time, Spanky is that girl, very much. Meet her in person. I was like, oh my God, this is exactly what I saw on my television screen. She wasn't playing fake. Yeah. Same thing with Hannah and Queen. What you see on TV, you get that same kind of vibe in person. It's like, oh, so you are lovely. I love it. Yeah, a lot of people weren't trying to get over that because we've had folks in the past lie about those situations and then come out later. But Hannah did the work, and that's why I appreciate her and why I'm not going to hold those grudges. And I can hear someone now, well, you can do that, Matt. That's fine. But I will, because I know this bitch and I love her. So that's right. That's Yuri Guy. Oh, who is allegedly going to be on a season of Dragula. Allegedly. I swear, if Yuri's on there, I'm going to be so hype. Just like how I was rooting for Blackberry all of the season of Dragula, and I love me some Blackberry. That's my Houston sister. Hey, Blackberry, love you, girl. I'm gonna be rooting for Yuri if it's true. It's a rumor. Oh, I hope it's true. Oh, I want to see them on Dragula. Oh, I would live for their drag on Drag. Ooh. Minnie Cooper was on season 2. Can y'all email WoW and tell them that I sent you that? This is how I try to get hired, right? Do you see why Zeus can like lick the bottom of my shoe forever and ever and ever? I was telling people to subscribe to your network like I do with WoW Presents and everything I cover on this channel. You can even go back to my old reviews, Trey, and everyone else, because I covered all those shows. Seasons 2 of Thailand were great. I don't know why season 1 on WoW yet. It should be. 1 was good. If you haven't started Philippines yet, do it now. If you're like, Matt, we've been talking about Philippines and Marina looks amazing. Like, is that what I'm going to get for the rest of it? Yes. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I don't know about the English thing. When you're watching Drag Race Philippines, half of it's going to be in English. The other half is in Tagalog. High key, you can take some Tagalog, okay? Love the language. I'm here for it. I understand very little of it, but I also feel like I do when I'm listening to them talk because I'm like, I know what she said. Yeah. Do that. Go for that. Also, España. I know I've been dragging season 3 in All Stars. Guess what? Seasons 1 and 2, you're welcome. You're welcome. Drag Race France, why haven't you gotten there? Go support Nikki Doll. Season 2 was a little interesting. I will agree with you, Sheckenhouse, because I did not care for the winner and her previous blackface. I get she's also moving forward too, but when she came on the internet the first time, she wasn't all about how Hannah was operating. She was telling people to, girl, they're mad at me for what? It was like, bitch, do you not know where we're mad at you? Like, really evaluate the situation. Then she came back correctly. And I was like, okay, better, but she was still good TV and good drama. She was very good drama. I like Brazil. Y'all didn't like my reviews, but I like Brazil. I would recommend Brazil too. Ooh, yeah, I recommend Brazil. I totally recommend Brazil. Yeah. Great show. Great fucking show. Please and thank you. Okay. Also, pop off ete. I'm beautiful. Pop off ete. I'm beautiful. Pop off ete. You could be the. Y'all don't know. I still bump that song to this day. It's so good. I was so happy I got to tell Toring that too when I saw her Toring at I'm saying it all extra, please forgive me, but I saw Toring at Dragcon. I get to see Precious Paul Nicole the next time she's there. I missed her because she was on a panel, but I walked right past. I saw Toring and I was like, oh my God, I got to tell you. I have to tell you how much I love you because I wanted you to go so much further in the show. Oh, yeah, I met her. I think do I have a picture in my phone? Yeah, I have a picture. I have pictures with her. But yeah, she's super sweet. So beautiful in person. Marina, I've met in person too. That's why she came in the chat last week. Shout out to Marina. But baby, Marina in person. Oh! I was like, oh, okay. She's a pretty girl. My whole that, mind you, Marina will quote that for me, which I think is so funny because I definitely was Legendary was on at the time, I think when Philippines was on. So I was giving my La Roach, she's a pretty girl. But she is. That's a bad bitch. That's a pretty girl. Okay. I saw her in person. I said, oh, it's real. It's real. Yeah. Bad bitch. Minty fresh too. I got to meet Minty as well. Minty is gorgeous in person. I love their energy too. So sweet and just very, I loved Minty. I love that energy. Gorgeous in person. I was like, ooh. Oh, that's so dope. I love it. Yay. I just booked tickets to Marina's UK solo tour and her tour with Adult Panto Company. I can't wait. I need to know when my sister's coming out here to tour in the US. Cause yeah. I'm just happy people are receiving Marina, and it lets me know that it is possible that through particular contestants as almost like ambassadors or that first one to go out there, like how Pangina was, if you just put the right one forward first, it'll open the doors for everybody else to step on in, and then everyone can start to appreciate the drag versus, them sending somebody that's like Dragula sending Mary Cherry out as a representative to be like, okay, this is our best. Show her what's up. She's going to compete in All Stars. Are you sure about that? No. She's performing Saturday in Brooklyn. Why? Why, God? I'm not in New York. Oh, Andrew, you need to tell that to Dooley and C. Diggy because, actually, it's Brooklyn. I don't know if they want to travel to Brooklyn. Brooklyn's far. Brooklyn's kind of far. Okay, sorry. We went down a whole little tangent of everything on Wow Presents Plus. If anything, this should let y'all know I love them and I wish I could work for them, to be honest with you. I ain't never missed a payment, I'll tell you that much. But no, I appreciate a network that feels like I can see myself in there, but also I'm not having to be concerned that the content isn't for me, if that makes any sense. I love that y'all like my tangents because but no. I've been crossing my fingers, crossing my fingers. I've been in Wow Presents Plus Studio so many times. Shit. But no, I get it though. If they're not okay, he's a little too aggressive, I completely understand it. I don't want to ever not be myself just to make it in the room. I've seen the aggressive girls on Wow Presents Plus, so it's not like it's impossible for me to get on there, but it would be dope. Also, funny story. If I ever got like a contract with WoW to do like reviews for them specifically after the shows, I'm hiring an editor. Because if I'm getting paid for, oh bitch, I'm hiring an editor immediately. And I already have 5 ideas I can throw in there for 2 different shows that'd work. I'd have a panel on WoW, but it'd be rotating. It wouldn't be the same people. I'd be the only consistent one. But Dooley and all of them would still be involved. It just would be like how Chris and them have these other obligations. Like I'd be like, no, we're gonna keep it just like that. Like how you been doing, girl. You like to fly and shit. You and Blake. We're gonna have different queens on the show and all that kind of stuff too. And then, I have some other ideas I want to put together. I mean, a lot of my ideas get stolen anyways, because, nobody was doing the panel until I'll be quiet. I've already seen it. So I was like, oh. And one of those 2 gentlemen shaded me at the Sissy That Psych party. He said I look cheap. Yeah. True story, Trey. I really hope he was playing with me because I was like, I hope you're not being funny because, girl, this is my first time meeting you and I came over here to be kind. And that was the thing that came out your mouth. So I was like, okay, I'm going to be quiet on you. I'm going to step up a little way over here because who was next to me when that happened? Angeria going, girl, what was that? I don't know. She said, girl, what was that? I don't know. I was like, I don't know what that was. I'm like, okay. But if you were playing, you really should very much verify that because how it came off was very like, you gave me an up and down and you said I look cheap. And I said, you're literally wearing a mesh shirt too. What are we talking about? And you laughed and I laughed and then you walked away. That's what happened. I thought that was rude. I was like, wow. I was like, I don't even know who this dude is. Talk about you look like this. Bitch, oh, girl. I was like, whoa, you're not in Houston, sweetie. It would have been put in the earth. One of those people from that show, they were doing the red carpet that day or the pink carpet, and I chose not to do the pink carpet because I was going to be there for 24 hours. I did not have time to bump this and do all of that. And then we said hello, and then that was literally like the first comment after the hellos were exchanged because I waved him down like, hey, it's good to see you. Glad to see y'all working the pink carpet. That's dope. Didn't say anything to elicit I look cheap. So, yes, that was a very weird moment for a first interaction for me, sir. And I decided to do this the rest of the night because I didn't know what kind of energy you were on since the whole group kept looking at me like I was fucking crazy. Yes, they were mean mugging the whole night. I was like, what is happening here? Like, I couldn't figure it out because I was actually like, that's so dope. They're working the pink carpet. Glad to see a lot of us in the room. And then that turned into a very negative experience after that. And I was just like, okay, let me focus on my people in this room right now because this is giving me some real weird energy. And it's not like I was not going up to them to be rude. It was just very much they're doing pink carpet stuff. I went to socialize with queens like Lala and Angeria and my girl Taste that was there for like a second. And that was my mission. Then my other boy came in, Eric and my other friends. And so that was when I was like, da 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 da. But I kept that information to myself for the last couple of months because I don't want to be one of those people to be like, girl, don't watch them and stuff like that. Cause I'm not going to say that. But that first interaction was fucked up. And I don't know why you did that. And I don't know what the purpose was because I didn't say nothing to you to elicit that. But it made me look at you differently afterwards. And it definitely gave me a red flag. Like, ooh, alert, hater. Alert, this may be somebody logging in, fucking with my shit. Alert, that's not cool. So, anywho, as you can see, I'm over it and I'm burned out a little bit. So I'm on that I don't give a fuck factor no more. And I'm just going to start spilling. Let's talk about these outfits. I don't know, Nikki. I don't watch stuff. I don't watch everybody's stuff like that. And for good reason. Because I get to avoid sneaks and disses, right? So Michelle will change into this later, because I was confused when I saw her in the veil and I was like, what is this? I'm like, oh, she changes into this later. Graham keeps the tuxedo on. I don't know what RuPaul's outfit is. Did she do peyote? Like, what's going on? Is this salvia teas? What's happening? To me, like I said yesterday, this gives Jean Jacket from Nope, the movie by Jordan Peele. And this is like when it's enveloping itself before it eats something. I don't like what Catherine is for. Why is this there? What does this do for that? I mean, it's interesting, you know. I feel like there may be candy inside of RuPaul, but like, why is that there? Oh, it does not give. It does not. Oh, I wish she didn't put that on there. The blue would have been just fine. Why that? Terry, I just saw a late comment and it just made me laugh. If you're not that kind of way. Like, the salvia joke only works if you know what salvia does. It's so funny. As many moons ago, Maddie, during Hurricane Ike, when we had to evacuate Houston and go to San Antonio, literally with my ex and my other friend and his ex at the time, and they're like, you want to do it? And I was like, sure. Worst decision ever. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm not gonna recommend it. It's not good. That was the day I learned I don't like hallucinogens. I was like, okay, definitely don't want to do this again. And when anybody's like has a little bit of ganja and they talk about, oh, I saw these things, I'm like, girl, that's impossible, because unless someone laced your shit, like, ain't no way. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And it was a strong one too, Michaela, because there's like levels to it, and the one that we did was like level 8. I don't know what we were thinking. But we were trapped in, it's raining, no one can go anywhere, you know what I mean? So you're just like, okay, let me try it, let's try something today. Like, it's not here, that kind of bullshit. So it's like, okay, is this something you can grow from the earth? Yes. All right. Work. But no, I just saw so many things that were crazy, and I just can't come back. I was in Japan. I was speaking Japanese, apparently. My friends were like, you were speaking fluent Japanese, Matthew. Like, how? And I guess whatever my brain from watching animes may have like trickled into my memory effect whenever I was, because technically I lived in Japan for 2 years and I was a game show host. What was supposed to be a 15-minute moment felt like 2 years for me. And I was a game show host in Japan. Yes. Literally saw myself lift up from my body. I kid you not. And apparently, I was on a game show. I still remember it vividly because everything was black, but it had neon lights all over the place. And I had like 2 spotlights. It was like the guest and it was me. And I was just, I don't even remember what I was saying, but like, Matt, you were literally saying just shit in Japanese. I was like, no, I wasn't. Like, yes, you were. And we did not eat it. We loaded a bowl and did it that way. Never again. Never again. Never again. Never again. My other friend, and they tell you when you do it, don't have the TV on. Don't have anything that can alter your mood, and only be around people that you like. So I was with somebody that was having sex with me. So like, and the 2 people I was with were people they're still friends of mine to this day, right? So my friend, he saw a Scarface poster. He thought it was an ex of his and was flirting with him. He ripped the poster down, had sex with the poster. I kid you not. I literally watched it all go down. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. And when he came out of it, he cried because it was too real for him. So he was like, that was too much. My other friend sat next to me. Because the couch was so soft, he thought he was in a boat. So now he's in the little ocean. The boat has now disappeared, starts drowning. My friend was pulling my hair, pulling my shirt, pulling on my ex. Like, he literally thought he was drowning. He literally thought he was out of there. Crazy. So he came out of it. He also wasn't good to go, had to go into another room. My ex spoke backwards. Oh, it was so weird. It was so weird to hear. Walked backwards, did everything backwards. And when he came out of it, he was like, Maddie, well, it was Matthew at the time because I didn't going by Maddie by then, but Matt, it was like we were going back in time and it was really scary. And it was like we were going back into the hurricane. So what do you mean? He said everything was in reverse. I was like, huh? And then for me, I had the game show bit, and my friend was like, it's probably what you want to do in your life is be a game show host. I'm like, low key. But mine wasn't as bad. It just was, no, it's okay. It's okay. We're not talking about it to a certain extent of like, so we'll be fine. This would technically be in terms of service because we're not glorifying it. I'm just explaining how a situation happened. See. Yeah, but for me, it wasn't bad. It was kind of like, damn, I wish I was still there. Because I was like, oh my God, it's my dream job. I had a nice house. But the problem was after it was over, I immediately threw up, like vomited. It was so dizzy. So don't recommend it. If someone's offering it to you and you're one of those people who are like, well, you guys, I don't know if this is going to be good for me. Like, if it's your first time doing it, do not. Yeah, you can get them in gas stations. The one by my house sells it. The smoke shop by my house sells it. Because it's technically not illegal. So it's like, okay, but it's not recommended. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't recommend it. I don't recommend stuff like that if you're not about that life. Because, baby, it was weird. And that's the furthest I've gone down that road, by the way. Yeah. Oh, with the caps, Johanna? I had it in tea. And I was at Arizona State University, and it was the mushroom tea. I'll never forget it. That was great. No, that was great. I won't do it again because, again, emotions, attitude, you have to be in a good zone. But I was sitting on the grass out there at Arizona State University, and it was like in the main, like not by Manzanita Hall, but it was like further in towards what's it called? It's like right by that statue. I'm trying to remember the name. It's like where the food hall area is. There's like this big old thing of grass. And me and my friends were just sitting there. And we weren't doing anything. We were just minding our business. Baby, all of a sudden, the grass started doing this. Whee! And I was like, what is happening? It was so funny. Oh my God. Like, we all were like freaking out because it wasn't just me that felt it. It was everyone was like, everything's changing. But then once we calmed down, it just was this really cool like experience because the earth stopped moving and then the grass got a little taller and it felt like it was windy. It was totally not a windy day at all, but it looked like it was windy and it was weird. I kind of liked it. And I won't do it again though. Oh yeah, Arizona State, I got stories, girl. I got stories, but it was weird, man. It was weird. It was weird. I'll never forget it. It was so hard to get back to the dorm room. It was so hard to get there. We had to call someone. I don't even know how the call came through, but yeah. Yeah. No, at that time, Jaquisha, I was listening to Khalees, I Was Here. That lets you know what year this was and what in college I was. Yeah. I wouldn't recommend it though. I wouldn't. Richard, Maddie, please let me feel how it feels to get mentioned by you. What? I love you so much. Just say my name. Richard Macker. Happy birthday to you. I hope you have a good one, Richard. Hope you have a good day. Are you going anywhere? Please tell me you are. Or you're like going out to eat or something. Or if not, like just order something. Have a good day. I think I'm gonna order a burger today. I know I've been on my diet, but I'm working out and I'm still working out. But man, I want to treat myself. Treat yourself. I really want to treat myself right now. Tasty is my favorite album from Khalees for sure. Yeah, it's an interesting experience, but I always tell people if you're ever gonna do something like that, you need to be with people you like, do the research behind it, and also check if anything about it is addictive. Because if you have an addictive personality, don't do it. Don't go there. If you're a person that gets hooked onto things very quick, don't. I want to see you tomorrow. Okay. I want to see you tomorrow. I'm telling you, like I'm so dead ass. Like if you have an addictive personality, there are things you do not need to touch. Okay. Michelle, I didn't like this. Graham, I didn't like this. I did like this. The coat looks fabulous. I'm doing a review on UK versus the world. I just started talking about my college days with like recreational use. We had a conversation about like toxicity and the fandom. There was allegedly moments here. This is why the girls are running from me. This is why I'm going batshit crazy, Maddie. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. I love y'all too. I'm just a goob. I'm sorry. All right, let's move forward here. I'm literally working on a Pokemon project while hearing you ramble. I'm chill. The fact that I just got back into Pokemon through the Pokemon TCG game, and I'm ready for whatever this Legends game is going to be, I'll be there. You're helping time pass at work. Is work good today? I hope no one yelled at you. I hate when that happens. Okay. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, this was a sandwich. The bread was great. The bun, top, bottom, great. Everything in between was a different story. Now, I'll say this. Marina will be the cheese for me today because I'm going to build this like I'd build a sandwich for myself with bread, meat, cheese, meat, bread. Condiments in between, huh? The cheese was fine. I could have used a different slice or maybe an extra slice of cheese in there, but it was fine. The meat was bad. The bread was the best. We talked about the bread. You don't want to make a sandwich for somebody as a owner of a restaurant and they tell you the bread is what's giving, but everything else in the bread is trash. That means you need to be a bakery, not a restaurant. Well, Swiss is white, Mickey, so we'd have to use something with a little bit more color. I'm just playing. But like, no. And a diagonal slice, never a straight one, for the love of God. That part. Oh my God. Do y'all cut your bread that way too? I can't do it. I can't do the straight down the line and eat it like that. I can't do it. It doesn't feel right. Because I don't want to eat a sandwich like this. I want to have it in one hand. So you have to do the diagonal cut and get the corners. The corner at the last bite at the corner. Y'all don't understand. It's the best kind of bread right there. You've eaten your sandwich, a little piece of meat, a little piece of cheese, a little bit of that little mayo or whatever's in there. Wow. Perfect bite at the end. Love it. Oh my God, am I going to get a sandwich after this? I'm getting excited for a sandwich. Oh, that lets you know I haven't eaten bread in forever. I shouldn't get it. I shouldn't get any bread. I shouldn't order out either. I'm trying to save money for Miami. Okay, continue, Matthew. Hannah, you did excellent. You did good, baby girl. You did real good. Now, this looked like Liza Minnelli, but from Arrested Development. Liza Minnelli. Shout out to those of you who watched Arrested Development. I was very late to the party. I binge watched that show. Hilarious. Hilarious. I didn't realize that the lady who does the voice of Madeline on Archer was also on that show. who is so funny. She passed away recently, I think. I hope not. I think she did. I love her. So good. No, Arrested Development is fucking hilarious. So good. But Hannah reminds me of that episode when she had to meet Liza Minnelli, and Liza Minnelli was dragging her. Like, yes. Lucille Bluth. There you go. Oh my gosh, I love the show. Oh yeah, she did pass away. Oh no, I love her. She was such a great actress. Comedy timing was perfect. Dry humor, dry humor. Now, here's the thing. I got nervous for Hannah only for one thing, and it wasn't the jokes. The jokes were great. She kept looking down. And I thought, ooh, that might not work out for her later. Then I saw how everybody else did, and I said, never mind. I kind of wish, Hannah, you did what Tia did with her cue cards. I mean, it was brilliant that she pulled them out the dossier, but Tia had hers up here. I have to burp. I have to mute. I have to burp. I have to burp. Ah! It was all here. It was all in here. It was a big old bubble, and it needed to be out in installments. Thank you. Sorry, I had to mute that. I didn't want y'all to hear it. Ugh. Gross. What's in the dossier? Jokes. That's the best part. I love that Michelle was like, we finally found out what's the dossier. It's your material. Like, come on now. No, but this, I thought Hannah did a very good job. Hannah's jokes were funny. I think also her laughing at her own jokes made it even funnier. Because it didn't feel like her needing to go, don't you think I'm funny? Like someone else is going to do in this. It's giving like, that was a hoot. Let me keep on going. That's funny. This is funny. Like it brought us in. You know what I mean? Almost like we would know this to be the giggly aunt at the wedding. It also, the way she was dressed gave the occasion in theme. Like we know this woman. Well, not all of us, but some of us know who this woman is. We know her. We have seen her. Hannah Donna looks like someone I used to work with at the bank. That's not a read because I like this lady. We used to go out to lunch all the time. No shade. She was a funny one. She was the one that act professional in front of corporate. When corporate was gone, talking mad shit. That's who Hannah gives me. Hannah gives me like when it's time to act right, we're gonna act right, but when it's not, we're gonna do this and do all that kind of stuff. Oh, Richard, that's so sweet. I almost want to say that word, but I don't know if YouTube's going to be kind with me after the salvia conversation. Maddie, you're my cure in the highlight of my week. You whore, I love you. I wish I was a whore right now. It's been a dry spell, Richard. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you, baby. And again, happy birthday to you. Have a great birthday. Don't let nobody take your shine. I'm a prime example of that happening. Okay. I thought Hannah did a good job. It was done. It was Donda. I did it. I used the Donda and not in a Kanye way. Okay. This is when it gets bad. The Grand Dame got up there. Grand Dame, I hope you don't take me doing this as like rude. I promise you it's not. As someone who took French for the majority of his like school years, I love hearing your accent. It's one, it's beautiful, but two, it's just, I love it so much because I was obsessed with France when I was younger. I wanted to go to Paris so bad. But when Grandin got up there and was doing their, I was like, oh no, she doesn't get the punchline part of it. There were a few moments that were laughable. What was more funny was the it was like when she knew the jokes weren't good and she was sort of like giving her own commentary on it. Now that was what was funny. Oh, that one didn't work, so we didn't get it. Like that was what I was like, okay, that's great. I wish she maybe told a bad joke on purpose just to like come back up again and create a character who doesn't know like what's going on. You know what I mean? It's very that for me. So I did not care for it. It was not good. Unfortunately, like the comment was earlier, yes, these challenges can be tough for people who where they would need to do this in English. It's not their first language. It can be a trippy situation. Now you can make it happen, but it is definitely like a uh-oh, this may not be your week kind of moment. And it was not for Le Grand Dame. Yeah, because that's what Grand Dame was saying, is that that's not something they do in France with comedy roasts and stuff like that. Because maybe it's like, bitch, we read every day and we take that shit seriously, girl. So I can get Le Grand Dame in this moment. To be fair, like, as let's say I was the winner of the lip sync and I had Grand Dame Marina and all that, I had taken out Marina before I would have taken out Grand Dame. I know I could have beat Grand Dame in the lip sync, so I would have been like, I'll keep her. She'll be beautiful. They may like her. I know I'll wear her out in the lip sync, so keep her. Keep her. But yeah, it wasn't horrible. It just, there was a lot of oohs and no's. Ooh, no. Ooh, no, girl. Mm-mm. It wasn't good. She looked beautiful, though. Mm-hmm. I think the funnier parts were when Hannah laughed at Le Grand Dame's jokes. That was the funniest part of it. I got a tippy poo in my jar. Thank you so very much. Whoa, appreciate you. Enjoy. Hold on, I gotta do it right. Yo, enjoy your vacation. Heart, heart. Thank you, Warren. I appreciate you. Heart, hearts back to you. I will enjoy my vacation. I will enjoy my vacation. I will not think about work. I will not think about my cats. Oh my God. I know I have somebody watching them, but I did say I wanted to buy a cat camera. I definitely wanted to buy a cat camera. But no, Bleeker's going to be here, so they'll be fine. Oh, God. I shouldn't buy the camera on purpose just because of the fact that I know I will check it every hour. How are my babies? How are my children? How are my children? Because it'll be my first time leaving them for so long. I don't want to think about it. Oh, I feel so guilty. I know they're cats, but oh my God. I feel so weird about leaving them alone. I mean, they're not going to be alone, but like, I did not realize how attached I'd be to these kids. That's why I call them kids. I don't refer to them as just my cats. So those are my children. They're my children. My daughter and my son. My son. Simba, you are my son. Mamu, you are my son. Yeah. Let's get to Marina. Okay. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, Marina's jokes, not all of them went through. I found the white pretty, but you just white joke. That was hilarious because I was also not expecting that. Wasn't expecting it. I think Marina was nervous, and that's what took a lot of the steam out of her punchlines. Had she been in her full, I got this, I think she'd been okay. I think she'd been all right. But I think the nerves got her. And so some of the jokes didn't come through the way they could have on the punchline. The Mabu High joke, flat. And this is another reason why I wanted to stay away from watching them go through rehearsals, because when I got to rehearsals, I think you even seen my reaction where I like edited out that part. I was doing the screenshots today. I was like, oh yeah, I definitely wouldn't have been laughing at this because I heard every joke in rehearsals. So nah. If they only wanted to do a bottom two, Marina would have been fine. That's tea. I stand on that one. If they decided, oh, we're not going to do everybody else in the bottom, and they were doing only two people, she'd have been fine. Her runway more than enough made up for whatever was a stumble here. That beautiful, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous garment. Which, again, like Blake, C. Diggy, myself, and others will say, when it comes to cultural references that are very personal. Yep. Personal. There we go. Not personable. Personal on the runway. those are ones you really don't critique, but you just admire and you pay respect to, because it's like, that is important that you got to show something like that on the stage. And the way she showed it, honey, tell you that. So yeah, not bad. It was okay. It wasn't bad. I think you were just a tad bit nervous, personally. Right, the timing was just a little, because you're a little shaky. You're getting your point across. Do you understand me? Because I felt like sometimes when she was saying things without her saying, "Do you understand me?" it was getting that at the end of the sentence. Like, I get you, girl, but I still love you some Marina. So yeah, you were fine. You were fine. Not the worst of the night. I love what Scarlett's wearing. I love this wig. It is 80s down. Okay. I can see Scarlett in a Designing Women episode right now. I'm getting the positives out the way first. I can see her in a mini 1980s sitcom series. I can see her in. This is Dynasty, but cheap. Like, I hear you. I love what she was giving, because I said to myself, oh, she's actually at a wedding. And I love that. It feels like she's dressed The Wedding Singer with Adam Sandler. Oh my gosh, low key. Okay, those are the positives. Oh, how bad this was. Ooh, how rotten this was. Ooh, Miss Thing. They played you, but maybe you played yourself. Okay, Scarlett, I love you, system. This is what happened. This is how I seen it, girl. You almost read too excited about your material to that way, to where when you were saying every joke, it felt like this. And that one time, and this time, and well, Michelle, I know you're glad to be gluten-free, huh, girl? Yeah. And it was like, huh? Like, you could have done that, but it was the way it was conveyed, the way it was projected, that did not give this was supposed to be a funny joke. It was more so just an observation. You know what I mean? And so a lot of the jokes that she had, that, again, I felt like this was a gaslighting moment for Scarlett and a fucked up thing to say to her. You had such great jokes. I don't know why anybody wasn't laughing. Girl, what? Because no one was laughing. No one was. Go watch it again. Bitch barely beeped. There was a few, but it didn't go past that. Scarlett is telling jokes almost at a rapid fire pace. Silence, silence, silence. I said, yo, this is really fucked up. Who was laughing? Hannah. Thank you, Hannah, being a friend, even though you sent her a song. I think what happened with Scarlett, she was very excited for her material. She felt she had this in the bag and she wanted to cut up. She got out there and she started off, and the tone and texture wasn't hitting it wasn't what they were looking for. There we go. Let me not say it wasn't hitting. It wasn't what they were looking for. All right. And instead of her being able to take a beat and go, okay, I got this. Let me retry this again. She's kept that same flow, and it ruined it. And Jazzy, that was my point with the nodding of the head, but she's not, but that's what she's doing with the joke. Did you get it? Isn't it funny? It's funny, right? Like, totally funny. Okay, cool. Let's keep going. That was my issue with her. Like, yeah, I said it funny. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Who is she? I have a tip who I want to give love to. I'm waiting for PayPal to finish the animation. Oh, my chest. Antoine, to do what you want to do. Antoine, I don't know why I read your name and I just saw that song. That's good. Cowboy Carter is going to be my album during, oh my God, we're getting a Beyonce album on Friday. Oh, freaking out. I think that's going to be my song for my vacation. To do what you want to do. Just be, oh yeah. That's going to have to be my song for the vacation. Just whatever I have my earbuds on. Yeah, that's it. I get a Beyonce album on Friday. Thursday night, well, midnight for the girls that know, The following Thursday, I get to go on my trip. Ooh, Purple Eater, I'm excited for you. Because when she said this is a Beyonce album, oh, I knew. Oh, honey, I knew. I knew. Thank you, Leviathan. I knew. I said, oh, it's not going to be full country. She's going to blend it like she did with Renaissance. Oh, this is about to get real good. That means she's going to make it a base with country and then go, we're going to throw this, we're going to throw that, we're going to throw this, and we're going to throw that. Mind you, if she just keeps it country, I actually will be very interested to hear how this goes because 16 Carriages and Texas Hold'em. Oh. The fact that I was ready to play Renaissance for another 4 years and not blink. Y'all don't know, Beyonce doesn't release albums like back to back like this. This is very close. This is maybe the closest she's had an album come out soon to another album. In my opinion, Mama's only like a 3 to 4 year girl. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're going to wait on it. She's going to bleed this album dry. That's why when we got the announcement, and for us that are fans of hers, it was like, excuse me? We're not waiting another year? I swear to God, it was going to be 2025 by the time we got that album. Wait. So I just saw the movie, and then we get to the next album. Like, I don't know. I'm curious, too. I'm very happy we haven't had any leaks. I'm very happy there's been no leaks. I'm very happy that everything's been very hush-hush. She's also been working on the album for, I'm sorry, Scarlett, we're talking about somebody. Beyonce, you know, girls, okay. She's been working on the album for 5 years. No, I'm saying Ultra, I always say Nate, but I think it's Nate. That's going to be my song for my vacation. So I can always remind myself to just be and do what you want to do. Yeah, that's going to be my music. Back to Beyonce. 5 years. She's been working on the album. So she was working on the country album before Renaissance. You're not understanding how crazy that is. You don't get it. Like, you're not getting it. That being her mother's maiden name and putting that on the album cover, Erykah Badu, I love you, but you did not invent the braids. You did not invent that hairstyle. No one is jocking you the way that you do or you think they're doing. I love you, sister. I love your music. It has changed my life, but you on some dumb shit. This whole Jay-Z, tell your woman. And I'm thought to myself, Erykah, you know exactly what you're doing. All the people that don't like her, you're getting them riled up to go attack and have the whole situation take place. Did your streaming numbers go up, sister? I hope they did. Hopefully we get a better album than what you dropped the last time, but I'll let that go with those 30-second songs. But all right, mama. Richard, because we don't talk spoilers in the chat, so let's not drop any of those there. However, it depends. Richard, I've never been wrong with my spoilers, but I have seen videos before where I'm like, girl, that's not the information. That is definitely not how that goes down. A lot of people thought season 16 was supposed to end this week, for that matter. Like, oh, it's only this many episodes. Like, no, it's not. So yeah. I'm not going to say yes or no, because enjoy the show. Whoop, there we go. I'm not going to say yes or no. Because I don't know where you got your resource from. So that's the other thing. I'm glad we're getting a reunion too. I'm very happy for that because I want to hear John Burrs be upset about something that, well, I'm not going to be upset with them for. It will not be relatable. I feel like John was going to read Tia. Who was it that sent her home? I think that was Tia, huh? The rumor is, Jose, is that when Act 3 gets released, then we're getting a movie of Acts 1, 2, and 3 as like this big production music video moment. And that's the biggest rumor right now, because apparently there have been visuals shot for Act 2. There have been visuals shot for Act 1. She's not just going to do them and be like, okay, That'd be a waste of money. So we'll see. But for Renaissance, we were at the visuals. Hence the reason why a lot of us, including myself, in a very speck of dust in the top, were in that movie. Because technically I was in that movie. Technically I was. I was. They had the show that day. They showed the section I was in. I was in the movie. I was told it's rock based music. It's very rock and it's going to be guitar heavy, that sort of stuff, drums sort of situation. It'll be interesting. Yeah, I want to know how Keita felt too. I hope Keita's on her good balance as a Libra. Yeah. Yeah, Scarlett, it wasn't good. I felt bad for you. It was more cringe than funny. The dick under the table joke, the fact that didn't land and it took it was just weird. Like, she did the joke, no judge laughed. Hannah bust out laughing first, which caused everyone else to start laughing. And I was like, child. Child. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. I can't. It was just so funny. It was like, what? Like, this is bad, girl. This is bad. I felt bad for Scarlett. I was like, damn, you were this close to a finale. This, at least you got further, Scar. You got further, baby. So you can't say, like, well, I did the exact same I did other seasons or worse, like Mayhem, but like, you made it quite far, Dolly. You were right there at the semifinals, right there. So you were close. And I'm very happy for that. But I also was like, ugh. It's not good. If this was judged individually, if this was an All-Stars, if this was a regular season, Tia Coffee would have won. Tia Coffee would have won the roast. I lost it at Michael Face. The Graham Norton joke. Sorry, I read that wrong. Bitch, excuse me? The fact that you got up in the dossier and you removing the paperwork was already its own joke. Tia, it was brilliant, friend. I haven't messaged you all weekend because I wanted to say it here. It was so good. Like, Hannah was funny. And I love what Hannah did. I was cackling at Hannah, bitch. From beginning, friend, to end. Choo, choo, choo. You was chewing, girl. I was like, Tia is eating. Not one joke was bad. Not a one. Not a single one. Not a single one, T. Hold on. Hi, my name is Tia Coffee. And when I go, I hope it's quick. I hope it's instant. Yes, hi, my name is Tia Coffee. And when I go, I hope it's instant. Bitch, hilarious. And I love that Hannah is me. Because I'm one of those people that's going to tell people what the joke was that may not have got it. Because LeGrandon was like, huh? And Hannah's like, instant coffee. Tia Coffee. I was Hannah in that moment. I was like, stupid Tia. That was stupid. That was great. So stupid. So good. Talk about instant coffee. Oh my god, like, brilliant. Oh god, it just was great all the way through, including at the end with the I forgot to even mention why I brought this trumpet. Well, good night. That's my kind of humor, right? Well, y'all have seen me do those bits with the panel. I love to do the fake away cuts. Like, you think I'm going to say something and then and see. It's one of my favorite things to do. Proud of my sister. I said, okay. Tia ate, chewed. I enjoyed the coffee and the tea too. Oh, that part. And Ben, as someone who lost their mother, for me to have laughed at this joke, Tia, this is how I know we kindred spirits and living on opposite sides of the universe as friends, friend. Because I was like, girl, you said what? You remind me of my mother. She's dead. See, I feel like if I ever made that joke, I feel like I get so many phone calls from my family, but they probably wouldn't be bad. It probably would be your mother would have laughed at that joke, Matthew. I know she would have. My mom would have laughed at it. Because my mom liked comedy and she thought I was the funniest person in the entire universe. So I think Richard, when it comes to Mayhem and whether she chew Marina out the reunion, I mean, we'll see Friday, but what does Mayhem really have to be mad about? You blanked out your routine. You brought a whole bunch of cereal bowls to the stage with no cereal, no milk. Bitch, you sat over there and cackled at yourself. Go home, Roger. Go home. And I love Mayhem, but Mayhem was there. I'm glad Mayhem got to talk about having that long COVID. I can't say it the way I want to because they're weird about that on here. But like, I'm glad she got that little storyline out. I don't know if that took away her humor. Taste, I doubt that. No, Mama got taste because that Statue of Liberty outfit was that girl. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. That Statue of Liberty outfit was cute. It was cute, Mama. But yeah, she definitely sent herself home for that one. So if she chooses Marina out, it will be simply the antics of an older gentlewoman who wanted to express how they felt in a dumb way. But personally, I think Mayhem's just going to be there and have a good time, honestly. I see Mayhem as just being there to commentate on what's happening and to be messy and to be funny. And that'll be cool. I'll be here for that. But she should not blame nobody for her departure at all. Like, I'm shocked that Jombers thought they were going to stay. It was good, Tia. Thank you so very much for comedy. You did, you know what? This actually makes sense because Tia Coffee won the reading challenge for the mini challenge. So if I'm going to be honest with you, Shucking House, and just giving you my idea of what I think had happened there, I don't think that was actually a prepared bit. I think that's something that she had workshopped before and people found it funny, and she may have done it like at a club before or whatever, or maybe not even, but I feel like it's something to where she thought I can bullshit this and say a bunch of random things, but I'm making my own self laugh at this moment and it's messing me up. And oh shit, I forgot how I wanted to do this because we're doing this live. That's what I think happened. I think that Mayhem had it in her head and she already knew what she was going to do. And she got right there. And then she got that one thing out. Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan. And then right after that, where's the material? It's gone because she forgot what she was there to do. And I can say that because I have bullshitted many talent shows in school before and won talent shows. Bullshitting. Because I know I'm good, bitch. Okay. Fuck all that. As much as I was down on myself today. And I think y'all have started to learn this about me. Once I can talk it out, I can move forward. I can feel better as long as I get to talk it out. And then because I don't have anyone to talk to here at home, I'm holding everything in. But like, I'm good at bullshitting because I'm the shit comes to my brain, poop, let's go. But not every joke's gonna land. And we've seen that on panels. We've seen that on other shows too, and other things that I've done. I'm not always gonna be the golden goose. It's not always gonna give what it needs to give for the gander. You know what I mean? It's not always gonna do that. But that's trial and error with comedy sometimes too, because you don't have everybody to pivot off of or like work with to find out what is actually a good joke and a good setup and a good routine. And I think Mayhem bullshitted with some people. They thought it was funny. She thought it was funny. It probably was funny on the walkthrough, but then when they were filming, different story. Talk about what? Remember as a reference. Let's check that trending tab too. Tia redeemed herself. Uh, yeah, don't choke on your. Don't choke. I can't. Sorry, I was trying to see something. Did you? Oh, Rose. When I was turning this live on, that was the first thing that popped up on my news feed, and I said, "Oh, oh dear." Like that was the first. Oh, I said, "Ooh, this is not good." Oh no, honey, you're not Donald, and you're not white. It's about to be up for you, boo. Hate to tell you, it's gonna be bad if they find something. Diddums. You are not Trump and you are not white. And those two things very much matter because you saw what they did with Mr. Trump's house and went in his house and got all that evidence and still not even being used. So things from the White House, it's still he's walking around just fine. You, sir? Wait, they had his son in handcuffs. What? What? Oh no. Okay, we got to wrap this up. Hold on. What is going on? Jesus. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, sorry. I saw something that I needed to address very quickly. I said, "Oh, she's talking about a black woman again? You? The same one that was talking about Charlie Gold and you referred to her as a what animal?" Let me make sure that you catch that because I know you read those comments, Miss Thing. Sorry. I need to make sure I spoke on that one. Matthew, just get to the show, please. Thank you. Okay, great. Tia was good. It was amazing. Hannah and Tia won this episode. There was no arguing about it. There's no whatever we're trying to think of to make a way for somebody else. Wish it could have, nope. Actually, I'm kind of happy. Both my friends kind of did really good this week. I'm actually very happy both my friends did good this week. I was like, I hope everyone's not going to be like, Maddie's going to be biased this whole episode. I mean, I'm cool with Marine. I'm cool with T. I'm cool with Han. Scarlett and me cool. I wish I knew the Legrand Dom. So low key, this is like the friend show for me. And people I respect. It's the friend and respect show for me as far as like, isn't that crazy? I'm like, well, bitch, I know all these girls up in here. My friends were chilling. Fuck y'all. All right. Bridal couture in this category here. I gotta say, thank you, Rose. I see the tag, girl. Thank you, Rose. Thank you. Baby, when I tell you, this is absolutely beautiful. Okay. What Watong tribe? I can't remember how it was said. I was trying. You can. It was it you can or you Tong? I'm trying to remember how it was said specifically. If someone could write it out for me, that'd be very helpful, so I can read it and then talk it out. But a particular village where it's very important that the garments that are used by brides, it's made from, I believe, the women in the village, and that you can like that. You can, right? You can. You can. Not you can, but you can. You can. Okay, there we go. You can. And they make the garment for these new brides and all that. You can. Okay, got it. Thank you, everyone. Off the South of the Philippines. And this is why I'm so happy I got my Filipino audience members. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I'm excited for the new season. Damn, I can't tell y'all anything. Oh my gosh. I almost said something. Caught myself. Really wish I could have said something. I almost spilled something. I was like, oh, be quiet, Matthew. You have people talking to you in confidence. Okay. Con. You're con, not can. Con. With the H in there, yeah. Con, yeah. Con. Okay, got it. Like a pecan, but yeah. You're con. Got it. Okay. It's on national news. All right. TD Jakes, they coming to your house now. Oh, Matthew, be quiet. Okay, be quiet. Okay. Anyway, Yukon tribe, right? Well, you have to DM me one, and it's just it would just be a picture, so you know how much I know, but I'm not going to send the picture because she would know, so I can't say anything. I just know something's going down right now for y'all, and it's going to be dope whenever you see it, and that's all I'm going to say. Beep. There we go. Yay, Maddie. I can't. Back to Marina and the gorgeousness that is this. Actually, I'm just gonna be real with y'all. I don't want to do a poll right now. I need to eat, and I don't want to stay too long on this here. I think we already are pretty clear. This is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. The contract. Hold on. Let me make sure to highlight this so you don't think I'm ignorant here, since you are educating me today. Yukon ethnic group. We try to avoid tribe because the term suggests uncivilized. We don't see it that way, but if you do, I will try not to use that. And if you found that I was being disrespectful to you or any Filipinos, anybody out there, my sincerest apologies. That's how it was conveyed whenever it was discussed, when she was talking about it. I didn't hear her say Yukon ethnic group. So that's why I said it that way. I hope you understand that I'm not trying to show that. Also, using colonizer with a black man is very weird. But I also understand where that's coming from. So thank you for educating me on that one. Just to be clear, when they said they got rid of Mayhem, the first colonizer out, I'm like, girl, Mayhem didn't want to be there. Mayhem didn't have the choice in choosing what country she was born in. Oh, yeah. Okay. Trust. But I also get where you're coming from with the history with the Philippines and everywhere else. And all that kind of shit. So totally makes sense. But yes, just to be clear. But also to everyone else listening too. Some of y'all won't be able to say ethnic group without sounding weird. You know who you are. Continuing. Sorry, I'm trying to kill that in. It's kind of funny. Right. That's why, Mickey, I used it because we still use that in reference, but also everyone, it's a little bit different in different parts of the universe. You know what I mean? Because Lord knows if I went to South Africa, they probably treat me like Tyler. Make me sweat, make me high. Someone's like, that lady's music sounds the same. I'm like, music sounds the same. Did you not know this? You pick up an instrument and you play. Please do, because I'm one of those tourists when I go places. I'm the one that wants to do everything. No, Jazzy, I don't want to put him on right now. I can finally hear again. Really? That is right. That is crazy. Majority of the indigenous I have spoken to think that they are made to feel uncivilized when they are spoken of as belonging in tribes. If you're referring to America, I don't know in reference to that, only because my indigenous sisters that I know out here have used that in reference for discussing certain things. But more so, what I understand of it is that when there is someone who is not, say, a part of said community, who is then speaking on them or of them or whatever. I'm talking. Let me do a poll. What am I talking about here? It depends on the context and how it's conveyed. But again, I'm always about, is it a yes or is it a no? If you say no, it's a no. If you say yes, it's a yes, and I keep on moving. Because Like how I feel about certain things from ballroom being taken or certain things from other situations, I also want to respect that from others. Like there's a lot of avs saying like, you know, African American vernacular, like, you know, the English, all that bullshit, right? Like they're talking about Unk has been stolen from us. Oh, specifically the Philippines. Okay, thank you. Which I have noticed that TikTok, Twitter there are people who are saying the word unk that would have normally never used it in the terminology that they do because it's very a black community thing. Yes, probably. You didn't see that whole tweet. There was a whole tweet today. It went viral, and people were like, damn, we lost unk now. We got to figure out another word since white folks took another one from us. We got to find another word. This is why you don't bring shit to TikTok. There was a whole tweet about it today. It was so funny because it's like this guy made a presentation for his class and he used unk and it showed these white dudes and you're like, huh? Like none of them are old enough to use that term. One, two. There's a specifics with unk in the unkified way. It's a lot that people take the nuances and the actual cadences and why it's so important within the African American community about certain vernacular that we use. And it gets turned, flipped, and then all of a sudden when we say that's not how it's said, we can't have anything, we can't have it. It's like it's very colonizing. No, unk is like short for uncle. Short is short for uncle. That's all it is. And it just refers to like more normally like a cool unk or whatever that you have. But like the way they were using it was just like, girl, that's not it. Yeah, that's ink.
Something went wrong.
I wasn't talking to you. I was not. I promise you, Cyril, I wasn't talking to you. She got to stop talking to me. Raven, if Marina doesn't win, we hope to see her in the All-Star season because she deserves it. Now, can I be honest with you? You remember what happened to Jimbo? If she don't win, I'm hoping that for her. I kid you not. I kid you not. If she does not win, I'm looking at the casting team and I'm going, don't immediately put her in yet. Give her some time to get some outfits. Give her a budget, if you will. Give her some money, like you did for the other All-Stars girls. Baby. Because no shade, this is Drag Race UK's main audience, or UK versus the world. Honey, you put her on a US season, it's a wrap. She's going to be set for life. I put that on God. A lot of people, and this is me just talking to folks out here, have been wanting her and a few other people from Philippines to be on one of our All-Stars because it's going to be up. It's going to be up. Ratings would be through the roof. They don't understand that because a lot of people who watch US Drag Race, see Diggy is a perfect example of this, who doesn't do international drag races, are not familiar with everybody. You bring them over. And then you bring culture along with it. They'd eat her up. They'd eat her up. No. But if they're smart, don't make her the only representative. You throw in another Filipino queen with her. Like throw in Eva La Queen or somebody with her. I mean, she may be on another season of something else, but like you throw in someone else, Miss Jade or somebody. You know what I mean? Like you throw in someone else too. Give two representatives. I want them to do this from now on with the international seasons. Like Noah's Ark. For the girls that didn't read the Bible, there was two of every animal. Two queens from every franchise should be on the show. If you're only going to do 12, okay, only 6 franchises. If you're only going to do this and that and other, you're going to have all these people, 2 apiece. There should be at least 1 per OV, bitch, right there. Oh, shit, I'd love to see OV see you next Tuesday. Ooh, OV on the show. Oh, that would be great. I think RuPaul would live for OV's drag, too, for sure. Mm-hmm. They live for Miss Jade. I think RuPaul would live. I think Michelle's going to give Miss Jade so a hard time because Michelle. But yeah, I would say there are a couple queens from the Philippines, from Thailand, from France. I know Kiana said she would never do a winter season, but I want her to rethink that strategy because I could see a whole crown coming to you, baby girl. There are a couple people from different franchises in Down Under who I would just love to see on like a US season, because we kind of do Super Bowl-ish with it out here. And so they would just Bernie. Oh, I want to see Bernie back on my TV. I saw that they also got that eye surgery that they were looking for. Well, see, Peter, you can't say that Tia doesn't have the full package because Marina wasn't able to deliver in the comedy challenge. Now, I don't know what package you got. And I'm not coming for you, Peter, but I'm saying that you can't knock one, because she had trouble too this week now. She did. It may not be as well for the rally. I'm just saying. I see your point, though, and I'm not negating your opinion. I'm just saying, I mean, well, there are things. There are things that we can argue here where it's like, well, this one, oh, they don't have to, so they don't have to be funny and they can still be the full package. Come on, Pete. Come on, Peter. I can't agree with you, though. I can't agree with that. But I get what you're saying, though. Not knocking it. No, I don't know if she's not going to win. I have no idea what's going to happen. But I can say that with particular people, when it comes to shows, like sometimes you don't want them to win, so that way we can keep putting them in different shows and we can see even more drag. Because sometimes when you win, we don't see you again. I mean, Isis Couture got lucky, but she also exited out the competition midway through. So I don't know. I would love for Marina to win, but I also would love for Tia to win, and I like for Hannah to win. 3 people who I enjoy, who I consider very friendly with in real life. You know what I mean? Like, I like for all 3 of them to do well, but I kind of, if Marina won, I'm like, okay, so we're going to have to get the winter season started now. That's how I would feel. If Marina wins, okay, so are you casting for winners now? Because I'm not going to wait for it. No, we can't wait 4 years for that. No. Get that up and running now. Like, get the winners in there now. If you got to have less American winners, that's fine. Get them international girls in there. You only had the Vivian last time. Get them in there right now. If she doesn't win, though, I'm like, okay, so what's All Stars 10 looking like? Did you cast it? Ring, ring, ring. Like, that's where I'm at with this. If Nymphia doesn't win, okay, hold on, universe, let's not, knocking on wood. If Marina doesn't win and Nymphia doesn't win, and somehow they end up on the same All Stars, that's just 2 people. I can go through other power groups too, but like, that's just 2 people that would literally make that season be a whole nother world. And then start adding in other folks, like really good lip syncers here, the designers. Oh, I wish I was in casting. Oh my God, I wish I was a part of the casting team. Y'all would always be fed. I wouldn't have put Eureka on Canada versus what? No. How's that poll coming? Let's go ahead and close it out. I like to see Tamara Thomas on an international season. She'd do well. It'd be a good time too. 91% are giving because, yeah. 8% say she's cute. Okay. And 0% chopped it. That is the correct answer. Next up is Hanaconda, actually. But she's going to be Hannah Donda to me. Giving, she's cute. How did I start that? I don't even know how I started Hannah Donda. It's been so long since that season. How did I start that? God, I had a lot of nicknames for everybody. Taste would definitely be one. That's going to be tough. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. If Taste is on a season with Marina and Nymphia, that's top 3 already. Global All-Stars, I think that'd be cool. I heard there is a queen from season 1 of Drag Race Philippines on Global All-Stars this season, as well as a queen from season 2 of Down Under this season. So that's what it was. I did it by accident and it just stuck. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. A wild card. I can tell you from my own personal conversations that I've had with Taste face to face. She is definitely wanting to do an American All Stars, and I'm looking at them like, hey, now call her. We want her. We will uplift Taste to the highest levels and the highest peaks and mountains out here in America. Bring her over now, because Taste in a lip sync. Do you know? Ooh. Huh. Ooh, see that now, baby. Y'all are trying to have it be a full festival of Asian heritage awareness on Drag Race. And I'm kind of here for that. Because if it was Anitra and Marina fighting, oh, there's a lot of other girls too we can add in this equation. That would be an interesting season. Who? Pizzaroni? I don't know who that is. Who is that? I don't know who that is. I have no idea who that is. Daniel, thank you for the super chat. I have never been so afraid for Marina on this episode. Thank goodness Hannah saved her. Hannah didn't forget what Scarlett did. And she made do on her promise. She made sure to follow up on that promise. She said, I'm going to send that little girl home. And that's what I did. I saw your hand. Okay, so do you want to know a little tea about that real quick before we go to Hannah Conda? Let me change the picture too. Do you want to know a little tea on that? Okay. Picture it. February, beginning of the month. Maddie's invited to the Sissy That Psych premiere, and it's at World of Wonder. And my name, for some apparent reason, wasn't on the list, even though I was literally a part of the guest list. So they just brought me in because it was like, our apologies, your name was supposed to be there. Don't know what happened. Again, this is why I feel like somebody is fucking with me over a Wild Presents, y'all. So I get in the door. I see some people I know. We're walking through, saying hellos. There's a couple of folks that are giving, investors or the financiers behind World of Wonder. And it's also giving, oh God, please, I hope they're not looking at me like I'm trash. Like, please invest in me, right? As I'm walking to the back, I see Tace and Angeria and Lala Ree all walk up. Go look at my photo I posted on my YouTube and Instagram. You see the photo. Look at what they're wearing. And then go look at the Bench Queen episode with that actual outfit. Even the poster they're using with their pictures, that's the looks they were wearing that day I was there. So they were watching this while that premiere was happening with Sissy That Psych. And it gagged me because I was like, wait, y'all just came out the basement? Wait, what? And I didn't get the tea because, like, again, I'm not going to put nobody in trouble, 1 and 2. It was very like, okay, Matt, you're going to be gagged. That's how I was told the season was going to go without them giving anything away. They were like, Maddie, you're going to love this season of UK versus the World. It was good, girl. It was real good. I haven't been disappointed, so they were right. But that's how that happened. I literally saw them when they were coming up. And I was like, what are y'all doing here? And like, this didn't make any sense. I'm like, why are you here? And they're like, oh, well, we just did this. I was like, what? And as a reminder for Honey Davenport's music video, the dancing all of this holiday cheer. I'm in that music video, by the way. That was filmed in World of Wonder. Wow, I am in that music video. Oh my God, I am in a drag queen's music video from Drag Race. That was so long ago. I was like, 2020? Oh my God, I am in a music video. Yeah, if you go to Honey Davenport's page, it's the holiday song that she did. It's like, I think 2021, 2020. I'm in that music video on my knees, bent over as a reindeer. Oh my God, I was. That's funny. Not me for getting shit on my resume. Anywho, I can't do it today. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. I'm doing a lot today, and I apologize. I came in like so defeated, and now I feel a lot better. Thank you. Thanks, Rant Pack. I appreciate it. I did. I came in here kind of defeated today, and now I'm like, you know what? Because I'm not going to, because I don't spill tea. 1, 2. I know how to keep things to my breast pocket. 3, the show is almost over with. Who getting in trouble? 4, thank you. 5, yeah. And 6, those are my girls. Hannah looks good. This is a beautiful dress on her. It's classic wedding. I think the white hair also adds to this. Makeup is done. I think Hannah looks gorgeous. Love it. Maddie, you're saying that because she's your friend. Yeah, but I'm also saying because she looks good too. I love it. Let's close it. We ain't got no chops yet. Come on, y'all. I actually love that they call Le Grand Dame Dada, which it makes me feel like, did y'all film this after season 16? And that's where the Dada and DD names came from Michelle and Carson. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're not talking about spoilers. I don't want to have to block you. And I will block you for the protection of my audience. Yeah, we're not talking about spoilers. Because some people are watching this and, you know, when they watch the show, they don't go seeking out information. I am very aware of how it's going to go down. But I'll never tell. I'll never tell. I'll never tell. The season's up. I know you asked this question earlier and I was alluding to it, but to be fair, I am pretty much spoiled almost every season. But however, things do change and stuff does happen. So that's why I'm never like, it's gonna go down. I have seen them pull an okie doke at the last minute. Trust. So believe me when I say, as much as I want to go, that's gonna happen, I always say, just wait. You never know. You never know. You never know. But I am aware. Let's get to Grand Dame. I love this so much. It's not funny. I love it so much. I'm glad I got more days. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. That's how I talk, Richard. It's okay. I'm a little expressive. I'm like an espresso. It's going to hit you. And then you have to go to the bathroom. See? That was a terrible description, but kind of true. It's absolutely gorgeous. It is undeniably unequivocal. It's just, I have so much respect for your style game, Le Grand Dame, and how your mind works in fashion. I am inspired. I am inspired, girl. I'm inspired. I get bridal couture, but at the end of a runway show, and not like you're going to find this in a bridal shop. This gives me, I'm an excellent designer. And you know how they always close the show with the big dress, and it's the big wow moment? This is what it gives me for me. Yeah. Sarah, I don't ever remember them calling her Dada. Or maybe I just wasn't listening. Or maybe it was long ago, because that was long ago. Siri, I am not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. I promise you I'm not talking to you, girl. Oh, I mean, Pete, if you don't care for it, that's fine. That's fine. I don't want you thinking like it is what I'm thinking wrong. No, baby. If you're not feeling it, you ain't feeling it, boo. This has been the weirdest day for news right now. Todrick Hall asking for people to send him money because he's going to lose his house. Diddy getting his homes raided. Just last week, Candace Owens lost her job. What's going on, Black people? What's happening? Oh my God, this is crazy. Peter, I'm gonna tell you what I was told, and it shouldn't be. What's the word I'm looking for? Kylan can come live over here, Purple Eater. You hear me, baby? Kylan can come live right over here. I'm not Melinda, baby. I'll give it up. Excuse me. Let me be quiet. I'm trying to answer a question. Y'all got me caught. Hold on. From my understanding, they said summertime is what I was told. Summertime. I don't know if that's May or June or if it's going to be during Dragcon in July, Peter, but I was told summertime. I don't know if they're going to change the schedule up though, or if they're going to do All Stars 9 at the exact same time as that. I feel like France is around the corner. Like we said, the teaser dropped, and I know France normally does their show in the springtime, so that makes sense. And it's definitely spring right now. It's possible we get it sooner than later. I wonder how they're going to do that, because they said it was going to be in the middle of the summer, from my understanding. Yeah, girl, Tadra can't afford the house no more, baby. And he over here asking people for money. He's lowering his cameo prices down. Remember the cameos that he was writing those scripts for on Big Brother, so it's not a personal message. It's not right. He said he lowered his cameos down to $5. That's less than me. Mine are $7. Maybe I need to lower mine down. Okay. He says lowering his down to $5. Right. Well, he's paying rent on that place. He doesn't own that home, from my understanding. He is renting that place because he's trying to get it now rented out, because it's in his, like, from my understanding of the situation, it's either he can't pay the taxes on it, or like you said, the mortgage fell through. La 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 la. No, I actually dropped my price down because the $10 I thought was way too much and people weren't booking cameos. So I dropped it to $7. And then the reason why I'm not like really relishing in this for Todrick is because I've been in a situation with an eviction before. I've been in a situation where somebody didn't pay their portion of the rent, didn't tell me, and I'm getting knock, knock, knock. Why are you at my door? Oh, well, I haven't paid in 6 months. Excuse me? I've been paying my rent. Well, they haven't been paying it. I've been there. So I'm never going to relish in somebody having that situation. And I find anybody that does that, God is real. Karma is real. Get you some. It's coming. So I'm not relishing on that. What I am going to relish on is that man was talking big cat shit earlier. And he was over here talking about, you all girls are jealous and mad at me and da 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 da. Yes, you were, Miss Taj. Yes, you were. And now we're here. But I find it weird that you're asking people to send you stuff and you have a Cartier bracelet on. I like, girl, wait, hold on. How much is that? I'm broke. 5 broke. We ain't got it. So when I get a little tippy poo, trust me, it goes to where it needs to go to. But this is why I'm not sad that I don't live in LA, because LA is so expensive. And I told myself, if I move back, I have to be making 6 figures. There's no other way around it. And I would still live under my means. There's no way. I need to make 6 figures to live in LA. There's no other way. If you make less than that and you're living there, God bless you. Baby, when I was there with my little money, horrible. Struggle bus every day. No, thank you. No. Houston, I'm doing just fine, baby. 1 bedroom. All amenities required. 2 cats. Good. But yes, back to this here. I'm so sorry. I just started talking. Hopefully this gave you an opportunity to vote. Damn it, Maddie.
There you go, doing that thing again.
I remember I got in trouble for talking too much, literally, through school, throughout my elementary, middle school, junior high school. Oh, especially once I knew the class and I could check the temperature and be myself, and then I could just start doing my jokes. That's when I knew. That was always on my report card. That was always on my report card. Maddie is an excellent student, but it's really hard to keep him focused in class. And yet they didn't want to diagnose me with ADHD in my younger days. And see, Peter, that for me is a lot. Like that, like, oh my God, that is so much money. Like I'm not gonna go into what I'm paying. I'm still paying 4 figures for my apartment, but if I'm paying 2,500 for a 1-bedroom, it's got to come with everything. Like really good stuff, okay? like a lot of accessible things. Even out here in Houston, there are places that are that amount where it could be a townhome and that's your rent a month, right? Downtown's not going to be like that, which is what I tell people. If you're ever moving to a city, don't move downtown first. Please check the outer areas if you have a car to make sure you're not overpaying, because your experience is going to suck. Live outside first, check the area, drive through, do a year lease. Damn, downtown is everything. How much is it? Can I work this out? I can. Your experience has changed. So many people I know who move out here to Houston move downtown first, and they do not live downtown no more. They live on the north side, south sides, and suburbs, okay? Because they know that price jacked way up. Get in the outer areas, you're going to be paying way less, and you'll have much more. Yeah. Because, and hate to tell you, it's going to get higher. $850 for a 3-bedroom. Is it locked in, Mala? It sounds like that's a locked in rate for wherever that is, or you possibly got a blessing. I mean, because Los Angeles, the studio that I was at, nah, girl, that was 4 figures for 200 feet. No, thank you. 400 feet. 200 feet. Because I dare not lie and say it was 400. 200 feet. 4 figures. No, girl. 16 something a month? I was mad boots. Like, well, I guess this is not for me. Do people even take transit in LA? I hear it's a car city. To really quickly answer this, there is a train, but it only goes to certain locations in the city. There is also a train that can take you to Long Beach, California from LA. So yes and no. When you get out into certain areas that aren't really Los Angeles, like how Houston, there's areas that aren't really Houston because it's like suburbs, but it's still considered Houston. You are going to need a car, baby. If that line stops and you have further to go, you're going to need a car. And what's really terrible, Peter, and this is, I'm telling y'all my LA experience, parking is trash. Parking is trash. Your car getting towed. How much you pay for parking? $40. Why? Oh. And this, because you remember Dooley was going through it in New York City trying to find an apartment, and it's very difficult. You need to answer the phone. Do not miss the phone call. You miss the phone call, you miss the apartment. So a lot of people in Houston are living in the outskirts now because everything in city is starting to go up in price because more people keep moving in here. We're the 4th largest city in the United States of America. And our interstates are fine. Don't do that. No, I play. We have certain intersections that are very convoluted and weird. But if you know them, like I do, like 610, I-45, the rest of them, you'll be good to go. It's one of those places like that. But I'm also a born and raised Houstonian. So yeah, but yeah. I also lived in Arizona. I lived in Alabama, Arizona, California, New Orleans, Louisiana, California. Where else have I lived? Nevada. Yeah. I lived in a lot of states. So I could tell you about a couple of states out here. I could tell you about a few places and be like, well, this was my experience. The only place I would never move back to is not in Houston necessarily, Vaughn, and it depends on what freeway you're taking. If you miss the exit, I-10 is like that. 610 is, 45 is not, and neither is 249 or 290. But like I-10 and you get on the outskirts, like towards Katy, yes, you're going to have to drive another 1.5 miles before you get to an exit, and then drive another 2 miles back just to get where you're going. And you will be 15 minutes late. The only reason I don't like Arizona is there were very few people I enjoyed out there, and the people who were from Arizona were very nasty to me. I did not like, and there were some evil gays that lived out there. Let me tell you something, honey. Some toxic ass weird people. I had a very bad experience in Arizona. That's why I never really came back. But I'm not saying everybody from there is like that. The people there, no, didn't like them. Didn't like them. We have like in certain, like in the States, because I believe you're in Canada, right, Pete? Peter, sorry, my bad, apologies. It's like neighborhoods, if that makes any sense, like gay neighborhoods where you go and it'll be an entire section where it's all gay friendly. And then sometimes there will be spots in different parts of the city that are also LGBTQIA plus friendly. Like we have a restaurant called Barnaby's. It's very much that. Everybody that works there is normally a dude is gay. They're all fine too. I matched with one of the guys that was my waiter, and I was like, girl, I hate people who match with me on a certain app, Hinge, and they don't speak. What is wrong with you? I was like, bro, we would have gone down. You were fine. And are you crazy? Like, how dare you? But no, it's very much like that. It's all like neighborhood communities and little outskirts parts. Same thing with Atlanta too. Same thing. So very much like that. Barnaby's is so good. Purple Eater. I love it so much. But yeah. It's like that. New York is different. I haven't lived out there. I did travel. I know they have their different Hell's Kitchen, and then this over there, and then of course you have your boroughs to go through with different stuff. But there is at least a gay establishment in Houston on every side of town. I can say that now. There is at least one, except for the east side. Everywhere else, yes. And there are also lots of drag nights at certain bars that normally would cater to a straight crowd. Houston, I've seen do that a lot. Chevelle's been hosting one of the shows too, actually. Chevelle Brooks. Boom Boom Brooks. Okay, my bad. Sorry. I got the lasagna. That was my favorite from them. Their lasagna was so fucking good. Let's talk about Tia Coffee. Hold on, what was the score for Grand Dame? I started talking and then it just went into hell. Okay, here we go. Le Grand Dame, 81% are giving, 13% says she's cute, and 4% of you chopped it. This is what happens when I'm like, you guys, I have to finish my point. And you're like, Matt, we love the banter. You proceed to then speak to me. Banter created. Tangents created. Was supposed to be a 2-hour live today, and I was going to go sulk in my feelings. And now that I'm in a better attitude, I can't sulk in my feelings. Damn you. Now I got to go work out. Ooh. That's actually what I should order. I should order some Barnaby's tonight and get some lasagna. As a matter of fact, Purple Eater, thank you. You just chose my dinner tonight. I'll get lasagna. Yay. Thank you, Purple Eater. Because DW was talking about, Matt, you're not doing bread, but what about pasta? And I'm like, ooh, we can make a rule out of that. Just telling you. Yeah, I want, some lasagna. I haven't had lasagna in a minute. 33 days. Yeah, 33 days. I haven't had bread or pasta for 33 days, 34, something like that. Whew. Burp. Okay. I talked about this on the panel. Tia, you know I love you, sister. It feels like you are about to walk into a pro-life rally, and it's not going to be a good day for you. Or if you lie your way out of it, this is you now walking into an anti-pro-life rally, okay? And you're like, do you want to get rid of this? Are you going to get this out of me? It's a person. Sorry, I hate that I had to bring in that into this, but when I looked at Tia's outfit, I was like, oh my God, there's so many things about this that are very, if this was in America, how this would have been taken out of context to the next level. The next level. The next level. Look what the gays are doing now. They're trying to take our children. I swear to God, baby, you know how they take things and run with it. Like, I think the hair is amazing. I think the dress is gorgeous. I want her to give birth already. Looks like that baby looked full grown. Tia, are you full pregnant? Because like that looked like a grown child, like one, maybe 9, like 8 months out, right out the womb. He got to have like gloves on because they don't want him to scratch his face tease. That sort of bit. Yeah, I like what you did with the eye makeup. I would have did a different color lip, but I know what you were going for. Alien, right? I almost made a joke, and I don't know if that was going to be all right to do. Let me double check it to see if I feel like saying the joke. I hope I don't get in trouble for this. I'll go ahead and say it. There you go. It looks like Tia Coffee is in. Nope. Yep. Keep it going, Matt. Tia Coffee is in the next Austin Powers, and she's about to pop out Vern Troyer. Oh. And see. Moving forward. That's a reference. It's a good one, too. Did I just call her Dr. Evil? Maybe. Did she push out Mini Me? Possibly. Will Seth Green be a part of this production? Hopefully not. Yeah, R.I.P. Vern. That's 2 people I've mentioned that have passed away. Man, time is moving. Stop it. Well, actually, no. You need to move on right over to my vacation. Ha ha. Give birth to Warren Troyer. Crash, you know what I meant. Don't do that. I mention Cicely Tyson damn near every day, and that lady is no longer with us. Vern gonna be fine. Vern family gonna be fine. I don't know if P. Diddy's family is gonna be fine today. Oh, too soon? A little early? Okay. I'm like, Donald's kids on. Listen, Donald Trump's kids talking about send us money. We're backing it by the voters. Not that we have these pushbacks. Lies. Then you got Diddy getting arrested. Kids getting. I said everybody's kids getting involved. Lord Herbert. No, I love Cicely Tyson, but I have one joke where I use her name, and I've been using it forever, and I don't know why I have to say her name, but it's only because I love Miss Cicely Tyson so much. Mm-hmm. Yes, they've done it with Jimbo. They've done it with Vivian. Those were the 2 so far that they've included in the conversation for international queens. You got to just think about visas and like work visas and all that kind of stuff and how long that approval goes and if there's anything that could like block those blessings. And hopefully with this election year coming up, we don't have our borders really heightened to where it'd be harder for someone to come here on a work visa to work, which we would like to have happen, especially because it's Drag Race. What do we think of Tia's look, though? I think it's a successful look as a whole. I just wouldn't have been pregnant for this wedding. That's it. Tia, it's fine. You do look good, girl. I don't care what nobody say. I just wouldn't have had a baby. Because I thought the dress was pretty. I just wouldn't be pregnant. Y'all ain't getting me. Tia, thank you for the super chat. No, Matthew. Oh my God. Tia's poll closing numbers. Why? Okay, she's cute 48%, 36%. I need to go on a vacation 15% dropped. I gotta go. Oh my God, how did that happen? I said, Tia, thank you for the super. I mean, as soon as that chat left my mouth, I was like, that is not at all, not even anywhere close to the anywhere of what I was trying to say. Oh man. Oh man. Oh God, there's Scarlet. Oh God, there's more people. This is why they talk about me. I deserve this. This is my karma for going live today. Should have called it in. Thank you for helping me laugh today, kids. I appreciate it. Jesus Christ, Mary and Joseph, Father, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, thine earth that is in heaven. Give us this day that is our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil, for thine is the kingdom, the power, the glory forever. Amen. Help. Help. That's all I can say. Help, God. Whew. The reason why I like this version of this outfit is because I feel like Scarlett wouldn't have tried to pursue a Priscilla if they were also Elvis. Ah, all right. Let that sink in there. Y'all made a whole movie out of that. Donna, I loved how that movie tried to make it seem like, oh, he was very much girl. Okay, this is adorable. Thank you. We appreciate it. That was me. Okay. He did? Oh, he was so pro black. Oh, really? Okay. Uh-huh. But that song that and then that one and that one there. Did he give the money back for it? No. And what about this? Okay. I still think this is fabulous. I know some people don't really care for this garment, but for me, I liked it because it's very Vegas wedding, very 24-hour chapel situationship. And Scarlett's been doing a lot of drive-through American drag. Like you're doing a drive, like, better yet, road trip American drag tease is what I get from Scarlett. Scarlett's, a lot of her looks have been very based off of like American iconic moments or landmarks or certain situations and things, including the Statue of Liberty, like Snatch Game. Like even this very much reads Vegas wedding. Very Americana. Very that. That's why I'm not coming as hard as other people on Scarlett's drag, because for me, I thought it was a brilliant idea to do a lot of this sort of drag for your presentation on something like UK versus the world. Very Americana. Maddie's the guy that will tell you the definition without the word. Very old Hollywood, American iconography. Yes. And that's why I like it. Yeah, you know what, Andrew? I kind of wish she did for her pictures, postcards. I don't know why she didn't do postcards for her, like, for each week. Like, see you from here, see you from there. Like, come on, Scarlett. Maybe next time, girl. I know it's been 3, but that would have been hot. Like the little postcards too. I would have bought that merch, Scar. Ooh, merch. If you have time, get you some merch, girl. Route 66. Come on, Crash. With this picture, it's a postcard. With your that'd be nice. Oh, the Statue of Liberty Snatch Game would be nice too. Oh. Scarlett, if I go to Dragcon and I see those postcards, I'm not going to ask you for no money. I'm just going to put my fist up and we're going to dab like that. That's going to be it. I'm going to walk away. The blackest thing that dab. Out the door. Again, this is why I'm like, why won't you? This is why I'm like a World of Wonder. Why don't you love me? Oh my God. Daniel, oh my gosh. Thank you so very much. I appreciate this. Some help for your upcoming holiday. Enjoy and be gay. Oh, honey. The punkery is going to be punking, okay? I wish I could say the other word on here, but it's wrong because for me, I use that word as a term of endearment with my friends, and we use that playfully, okay? But I can't say it on here. It's a bad word. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate you and love you, friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh. That is definitely going to go towards my luggage, girl. I was just thinking about me paying for bags. I'm only carrying one big bag, but I was just thinking about that the other day. Like, bitch, I got to pay for this bag. Ooh, and I'm really trying to make sure it's not overweight. I'm very much trying to make sure it's not overweight. I always get nice people when I do that. Even the one time it was overweight and I didn't have to pay that one time. Good stuff. Okay. What'd you say? What we say about Scarlett Johansson? Oh, y'all were on the fence about this one. Crash, I will not say what airline that is. I will wait until after my trip. I'm not going to do. Y'all have seen people literally post my car on Threads. Nah, I don't think so. Yeah. If I got people actively trying to like harm me, like in multiple ways, the last thing I'm gonna do is talk about the airline I'm flying. You're fine, Crash. It's one I trust and one I have miles with. It's one I have miles with. Yes, but there's also like a billion flights going out at the same time as me that day, like legit a billion flights with multiple airlines. So I'm kind of like pleased with my time of departure. But yes. Yeah, Jazzy, I'll be real with you too. I didn't dislike anybody's runway. I didn't chop anybody. I thought I liked everybody's look. Like Tia's was weird but cool, and as much as where I'm like, yeah, Scarlett's is, we've kind of seen this, but it's still very good. It's still very well done, tailored Elvis kind of drag, very, shotgun wedding. No, not shotgun wedding, just a 24-hour where we had sex, we got married. He was already married. Ooh, it's gonna be a bad day. That one episode of The Simpsons when Ned and Homer went to Vegas and they got married by accident, that tease. Scarlett, 47% of y'all said she's cute, 28% of you said it's giving, and 23% of you chopped it. I chose this picture on purpose. Bitch, Scarlett is legit talking to her, right? But she's also looking down. Hannah's looking in a completely different direction. And yes, Hannah, you did this several times. Both of you would not look each other in the eyes for too long. Both of you. It's Hannah literally telling or was it Tia or it was Hannah going to Marina? No, you're fine. I forget if it was Donna or if it was like Marina, but one of them, it was like, oh no, honey, you're fine. We got the Scarlett. This is Hannah. Well, you just never know how it's gonna crumble. I feel like this might be one of those ones where I won't know till we get there. Let me explain something to you, Miss Donda, because you know I love you, sister, but I'm gonna call you out real quick. Hear me loud and clear. And I'm putting this on the edited review too, in a much sharper fashion. When she had said in the beginning of the season what she was planning on doing, you clocked in. You were going to send her home the previous week, okay? All right. Everyone, please. I want us to be friends. I just want the people who I go with to be a kind group of people. So, okay. I'm going to throw your lipstick. Ain't going to do you, girl. We get here. You just never know what's going to happen. And the first thing she says in her confessional, the positive is, I know I can beat her in a lip sync. I'm confident in that. when you gave that speech with those babies about how you wanted this to be a positive experience, then when we got back here while we was getting dressed and you was putting all kinds of chalk, Rudy got the chalk zone on your face. And you said, I was worried about coming in here and this being a bad environment. And I feel so loved in this room. And then you got right over here and you said, I just don't know what we're going to do. When you know damn well Marina would have been the answer and the only answer because she's now in this bottom. You, though, like you said, I was worried about how the yep. You said, I don't want to be, if I send her home and I win and it's me, Hannah, you are smart, bitch. Hannah, oh, no. You made the right decision, friend, but there was definitely layers to that. Now, you could also argue, now, Matt, I did send her home because we didn't click like that. That's fine. I'm going to make up my own theories, though, because that's funner. You said, oh, I will not be the drag queen that sends home the fan favorite that you probably clocked in on already from just your time on the season for how everything Miss Marina has been. Oh, you weren't going to be that girl. Y'all, you're gonna love me. I felt like Hannah was singing that song right there. And you, not you, Scarlett. Hey, you're gonna. That was smart. Very good decision on a social level outside of the show. I think Hannah was playing chess in this moment and she was thinking outside the game. I'm probably wrong. I'll ask Hannah later. I'll ask her later. And then I won't share with you because we'll have to wait 4 years for that when contracts are over. I think she made a very wise move for outside of the competition. Her sending Scarlett home is not going to be as big of a deal as it would have been if it was Marina to the fandom. And I'd even include the Grand Dame in this. I'm Schneckenhaus. Sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not, because Pangina popped on my live earlier today and so did Jiggly when I was on Instagram. Shout out to Pangina. Love you, Pan. This is another reason why I never want to let this show go, and I love this show so much because I feel like it's ingrained into my blood and my everything I love about drag and everything that I respect about reality television and the way that this has been going. Y'all just don't know. I live and breathe for this show. I mean, hell, I've dedicated my life to it, low key. But that's also why I enjoy when I talk about the show and then queens message me and tell me, Plain Jane DM'd me last night. Hey, Plain, girl, you may be watching this. Plain messaged me last night and it gagged me. I was like, girl, what happened? That's the first thing that came out my mouth was, now what happened, girl? Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, she saw the panel. Y'all want me to read? I'll read it to you. I'm not going to show this thing. I'll just read it to you. Because we've talked before. So that wasn't our first time talking. Because she follows me on Instagram. Sister. Yes, our sister. I told you I didn't dislike her from the jump. Just so we're clear. I didn't care for certain things that I just do not agree with, where I was like, girl, I would never have done that. Or, bitch, you ain't got nobody that can read you, so you're just going ham right now. But I never disliked her. I knew what her purpose was on the show. I knew exactly how it was going to play out. And guess what? I was right. Did I not say she was going to be the asshole of the season? And then midway through, towards the end, we'd all have a different approach, and did. I've been doing this for years, kids. This is not my first rodeo with Drag Race. Yeah, the first time she hit me up was like in the beginning of the seasons when I referred to her hair as dead rat hair, and that we had a cackle over that, and then we talked response back and forth. But last night at 1:00 in the morning, this thing gonna go, damn, bitch, your friends are haters, and for what? and I was reading it in her voice, so it made it funnier. Plane, if you ever catch this, I need you to know I read this in your voice and laughed myself to sleep because it woke me up. I literally got the notification that you messaged, and I never do, ever. Yeah, but she can take a joke to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Because I'm being playful with it versus being like malicious with maybe somebody on my panel. But she said, damn, bitch, your friends are haters. And for what? She goes, keep those big burly men in check. Enjoying you, though. Keep giving Miss Maddie. I had to read it in her voice. Bitch, Jade, I was doing your head nods and everything. She's great TV. She's excellent TV. She can be a bit of a dick, but she is great TV, baby. And it is, as much as the silhouettes are starting to kind of give the same a little bit, it's still good looks. Like Mama hasn't come out looking cheap once. The least favorite was that Rapunzel one, and that wasn't even that bad. Wild card. Bitch, when I read the burly part, when I tell you I bahawed, woke up my cats. Woke up my cats in the middle of the night. I had to read it in her voice for that to actually really be like, I can't just read this regular. You got to read it in her sister voice. And it just made it so much funnier. But I know I messaged her back and everything. And I'm like, they don't hate. Well, some of them don't hate you. I don't even think Dooley does. I think Dooley's just stuck in character right now. But the burly men bit made me howl. If I had heard her say that in person, I probably would have spit up. Like I was like, well, that burly. I'm like, well, she ain't talking about Chris and Jamar myself. So who is she talking about? Who is burly? So funny. Love you, Played. You know I got you, sister. I didn't turn on you, girl. It's okay. It's okay. I knew what you were going to do this season, and not via spoiler. I just figured you out from the jump. Because I was like, ain't no way she going to hold this the whole season. Diet couldn't do it either. You're not going to do it. Okay? He's like, she's not going to hold this whole season. You can only go so far with like that. And mind you, I can imagine her also being playful and cacking and all this kind of shit too. Like I can see Plane also being shady and reading girls and being funny. But I also already figured out this legit cannot just be you all day. And I know it's not. It can't be you all day. Majority of the day, not all day. Why do you think I gravitated towards Mistress? You think Maddie Rant's piece of cake is going to get on Drag Race and going to play the friend game? Girl, please. Y'all want entertainment? You going to get that. Kudos for spilling. You know she made merch out of that, right? You do know that Mama Kudos for spilling. She made merch out of that. Jane is brilliant. Jane, you're stupid. I cannot believe you made merch out of that. There's stickers, I think, that are going to be like, kudos for spilling. I was gagged. I was like, girl, I know you did not. I did not see that. I got my notification for sibling rivalry, but I've been on I'm not looking at anything sort of bit. I need to go ahead and look at that. Love the two. Lucy the Duke. Oh, you meant Lux? Okay, that makes more sense. No shade to Lucy. It'd be nice to see Lucy again on the show. Hannah looks really good here. Hannah, your lip sync outfit was kind of fire. And this wig on you is perfect. I'm just going to let you know that right now. Do her more often. It's a good wig. It's a good look. That dark root, I was shocked. I was like, oh, this looks really good on her. Now, Tia. This Tia during the lip sync, y'all. Hold on. I got it. Don't even worry about it. I got it. This Tia. Cock. Okay. I've got something special for y'all. I'm going to do something to remind you about the eliminated queens. And I said, now I wonder what she's going to do. Tia, you're going to have to get a job on Sesame Street. You're going to have to. Friend, you pulled out letters symbols, and numbers. The letter of the day was K, Kita Minaj. Apparently, it was March, so St. Patrick's Day was around the corner. There goes that clover. Where else we at now? Bitch, I was over here like, what is going on? This is theater in the lip sync. I gotta stand up. Hold on. Yes, I gotta stand up. Hold on. Before I do the pictures, I gotta stand up. Hold on. She's a sweaty gal. Hold on. Also, shout out to anybody that noticed my Bob's Burgers shirt. Hold on. I have to act this out. There's no way I can just go and not act this out. Okay, here we go. Teresa's dog, yes. Okay, this is Tia. Hold on, Matt. Get the camera right. Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm over here like, what's happening? What's that? It's like, why is she pulling out random things? What's going on? And you know I love you, Tia, but girl, I would have been crying in the background if I saw you pulling out symbols, letters, and numbers. You might as well have been putting in a very cryptic password for your Hulu account. What's happening? Whoo! Sorry, I was like, what's going on? She's like, hold on. Hey, it's Catwoman. She was eliminated. No, like, oh no, Selena Kyle, come back. I'm still sad about this Funko. The only reason it doesn't have a box is because remember my stuff was in storage and most of it got destroyed. This is one of the Funko boxes that, because my friend who was also using that storage put food in there, like, why? In a dry state. And they were eating through the box. They ate through hers, pissed all over the box, rat pee, ate all through the box. Luckily, she wasn't, isn't it crazy how rats did that trying to get to Catwoman? I thought that was kind of weird, but she survived, but I want the box again. I missed the box. This is my favorite Catwoman, by the way. Michelle Pfeiffer ate that role alive. It is one of her best movies ever. I'm sorry, every time I watch a Catwoman, I can only compare them to Michelle Pfeiffer and Eartha Kitt for the old days, but like Michelle Pfeiffer for me. She is the echelon. Hey, hi. Hello, young lady. Fist bump. Boop. Love you too. I'll let y'all outside in a second. I'm almost done. I know Daddy's been talking. Okay, hold on. Where we at? Back here. Da 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 da. Hannah, I was surprised. Not to say that I thought T was going to beat you, but I didn't know you were going to pull out a stunt. Michelle, I'm you when T is like, da 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 da. I said, what is happening there? Yes, baby girl. Do you want to say hi to everybody? You want me to finish it first? Big stretchies. Okay, I'll finish this first and then bring you over. Okay. I was Michelle. I was. Now, if you would have told me this baby girl had fans behind her, I would have never clocked. I would not have clocked it. Hannah, I don't think I ever saw you do this on your season. This is a new talent? Like, you were working them fans, girl. They gave water at one point in time when you were coming down. Oh, it was good, friend. When you got behind Tia, that's the first time someone's gotten behind a queen during a lip sync, made them look better. No shade, Tia, but also still give. I was over here like this the whole time, like, oh, Okay, so you may be able to put up a fucking fight for a lip sync for the crown. That's where my mind went. I was like, oh, okay, well, at least we know she's not going to be a pushover. It will at least be something. I mean, even when she was fighting Marina last week for the crown, for that win, Hannah was keeping up. I mean, she wasn't Marina, but she was keeping up to where it was like, oh shit. Oh shit. Come on, Hannah. Let's go. Uh-oh, we got a competition, because I hate when girls get wiped in a lip sync. Or it's just too easy. I want them to fight. I want something going on here. Purple, let me tell you something. I spent 5 good nasty minutes trying to get this. And for editing world, 5 minutes is decades, okay? I kept trying to get this right shot, because there was this really, really, it just was, I wanted to catch it right here, and it kept missing, and I finally got it. I was like, yes, yes. Hannah is a generous performer. She's not going to be someone on stage that's like, it's about me. She's very much going to work the entirety of the stage. Even this shot right here when the lights were coming down and she was, like butter. So good. So, Hannah, this was so, Tia, I enjoy you, sister, giving a taller Willow Smith, okay? I got the vibe. 45. I love that song. But no, it was this here. I was done. The lighting team was having a field day. They were like, oh yeah, get the light on her. Get the light on her. Get the light on her. Choo, 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 choo. And at the end when they grabbed, I thought it was lovely. I've enjoyed the last few lip syncs this season. I have to admit it. I think we'll do a video once I come back from my vacation, and we'll do a live, because I won't have the other video will be posted, but for the live, one of the lives, it'll be let's rate the lip syncs from UK versus the world, and we'll do like a ranking system. I'll get a whole tier thing set up. Yay! We'll do that. I said it today, so if someone does that, they stole my idea. Thank you. But yeah, when I come back from my vacation, because the season's ending next week, the following week, during the week, we'll do a live, and we'll do a like, okay, let's rank the lip syncs, and I will let y'all. Ooh, yep, this will be set up early. Okay, so that means that I need to start asking all these questions early. Once the finale ends, you will notice polls on my community tab. This is Maddie putting in the work. See? And I'm going to start getting those questions, and we'll rank them, and I'll start to like get the numbers in and do all of that. And then I'll go in and add my own little list of things there. So, yep. Lisa, well, since everyone's doing it, let's do it. Let's do ranking videos, but we'll do live. Live rankings. You see my knees are good? Do you see that pivot? You heard that pop though. That's time, children. Okay, ooh, sit down, Matt. Mina. Come back to me, my baby girl. Come back to me, my lovey bug. My beautiful daughter. My beautiful daughter. Hannah's the winner. She got her badge. Listen, they say if it's the last chance, she gonna get it. Hannah, did you still have that lipstick ready to go? Was it warm when you gave it to her? I bet it was toasty. It was sitting in that oven, wasn't it? Yeah, I bet it was. I bet it was. You had picked it off the ground the moment it had dropped. I bet when you had pulled up the globe with the lipsticks, hers was missing. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Can you imagine if Hannah went to the globe to pull it and there was no lipstick for Scarlett, and she's like, oh, and it closes it back down? That would have been so funny. Oh my God, that would have been so funny. Oh. I know, Jose, but it could be like, it wouldn't be my entirety of my content. It'd just be like a special thing that we would do, like at the end of the seasons. Yeah, that's what we should do. Like for at least at the end of the season, for like the following week, when it's like, okay, what are we gonna talk about now? No, same day, same day, same time. Let's just like talk about it as a group and then sort of go through the voting process together. Polls will be added into it where even you make those decisions. It'll be two side by sides. We give examples. People's highlights get commented and everyone gets their opinion. It will be live. Yeah, I'm only doing the edited reviews right now, but yeesh. Yeesh. I feel bad for Scarlett. I know Scarlett really wanted to get to this finale and they got really close, but they did a lot better this season. Graham's face. I said, oh, Graham was upset. Graham, you like Scarlett? Uh-oh. Let me find out. He said the feeling is mutual. Gave that number and slipped it on by. I go for it, Scarlett. That's good money. Huh? Oh, anywho. I love that she left with the same exit that she has given. I loved it. And the feeling is mutual. I said, yes, bitch. I was like, yes, ma'am. I was like, all right, Scarlett. I had to do one of these for that. I was like, good, bravo, girl. Bravo. Like, seriously, this was not one of those seasons where we watch you sit in the background and only give your takes on the day you go home. This wasn't that. You had a lot to do this season. Yeah, it was entrance, and then exit. I think also in All Stars as well. I have to go back to her All Stars day. Yeah, they did her dirty in All Star 6. I'm not gonna lie. I did not care for that at all. I did not care for it. I was like, that's bullshit. And you know it. She was not bad that entire season. She actually was decent, if not good. That was very weird. And I know it's the Queen's voting, but even her being in the bottom that week, it was like, huh? It was that bad. Yeah, I'm not mad at the decision. I have an affinity for Scarlett, and I like to see people win who, when I went to go interview them, they didn't treat me like I was beneath them. And Scarlett didn't treat me like I was beneath her. And I will never forget that, Scarlett Envy. That was my first year doing interviews, and you were so gracious to me to let me interview you. And you were like, come on, sit down. So kind and so nice. Unlike a few other people that were there. But you were a class act. When I saw you again, you didn't pretend to ignore me. You were like, hey, always been very kind to me. So I have to give her some love. I will always love. And the feeling's mutual. And Scarlet Envy. It was a tough run at the end because a lot of things that were said in the beginning came back to bite. And that's what I think really took place. The girls didn't want an easy run. They said, no, we're gonna keep Marina here. They could have took out Grand Dame, but there's already an established relationship with everybody else that's there. So in reality, let's talk about it. Scarlett, you got your W though. You got your W this season. Go on, bitch. You did a snatch game that wasn't terrible. Not everybody can say that. You had a badge and you feel me? Like there is a win in a lip sync. You won a badge. You had some good episodes. Yeah, this season was very social game heavy, which I kind of liked. But yeah, again, mind you, there was a whole UK alliance that never really did well. Well, only one person was doing well in that alliance. Ooh, can't have an alliance, everybody's shit. Got to have another good person up in there, carry the team. Yeah, so proud of you, Scar. Thank you for doing America. You did America proud in reference for representing here. We appreciate it because trust me, we were the first out and we were right before this finale. So I'm proud of this girl. I hope to see her at Dragcon again, give her a big hug and tell her in person my feelings about her on the season and all that jazz because I thought it was great. But I had some times where I wasn't feeling everything and I would have done things differently, but that's kind of all of us in situations, right? Anywho, are you team Hannah? Actually, this is a poll. This is poll worthy. We'll wrap this up. Let's start a poll. Who you want to win? This is such a terribly constructed sentence, but you know what? Hinge. Stop telling me I'm most compatible with. Can just send me an update when someone matches me, not if I'm compatible with someone. Just to let you know my lonely life here. Compatible. No matches. Who you want to win? Okay, let's do this in order. Hannah. Hold on. Hannah. Shit. Hannah. Dada. Marina. Or some Tia. I just want to hear your initial thoughts because next Monday we will be doing the finale. Oh, that's so weird. I'm going to miss talking about this show. I have to be honest and say I really did like this season a lot. I really did enjoy this season. I think it's because I liked everybody on the cast for the most part. And a lot of people who I know were on it. So it made it even better because I'm like, I'm seeing my not bestest of friends, but people I respect and I've met before, but considered friendly. And we would probably do things outside of like Dragcon together if we all had the schedules to do so. Because Tia, I did confirm we're grabbing a drink during our time at Dragcon. We're grabbing something to eat. You and Pixie Girl and your husband. Boyfriends. I don't know what it is. You and whoever else I'm going to be with. We don't have to go get something to eat that day because I've been dying to sit down outside of a DragCon experience with some of these folks, okay? Because like I said, I met Candy at a drag. Like I didn't meet Candy at DragCon. I met Candy at at the house, at Avalon's house. You know what I'm saying? And Gigi was just getting her new home. And Simone was still there, but I think I don't know if Simone still lives there either. But that's where I met Miss Candy. And I was like, damn, she's a dope bitch. Like, I needed to meet you outside of the show atmosphere to know that you are that girl. You damn Skippy. My respect level went through the roof that day. So, like, yeah, that's why I'm like, I need to spend some time with my sisters outside of Drag Race for a little bit. The numbers so far for this poll are quite wow. Okay. I'm not telling you to vote differently. I'm just like, oh, y'all are serious. Oh, y'all are for real, for real, for real. Tia, this is stupid. Why'd she make this face? Emrika, thank you for popping up in here. I'm sorry. I talked way too long today. Please forgive me for this long ass chat. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This was supposed to be a 2-hour video and it turned into like a 3-hour, almost 4-hour long conversation about, you know, Drag Race, my own personal things going on, this, that, and the other. Mama. Oh. Hello, Fluffy Fluffs. Oh. Hello, Fluffy Fluffs. Say hello, Fluffy Fluffs. I haven't closed the poll. It's still up. Oh, you want a little bit of this? Your breath stink. It's actually not bad today. Hello, Bubby. If y'all don't know, if you ever hear me say Bubby, that's my nickname for Mom. Bubby Wubby, my Bubby Wubby. Mina's is Meanie Weenie. Meanie Weenie, my Meanie Weena. But this is my Bubby. This is my firstborn, my first baby. I love him. You're being a little man today, weren't you? Mm-hmm. You're being a little man today. You was trying to hump your sister. I didn't like that. I said, please stop humping her. You are fixed. Why are you humping her, Mamu? There's no reason for you to be humping her. It's right here, right here. Baby, you need a brush. Look at all this hair coming off of you. All in my mouth. Oh, it's time to brush you tonight. Mm-hmm. I don't got that brush over here. I don't have it over here. Mina. Now, don't you come over here being jealous of your brother. Hi, big girl. You can crawl on me if you want to, Bubby. I don't care. Hey, big mama. Okay, let me pull up the daughter now. Let me try to get her before she runs away. I'm putting you down, bub. I'm about to feed you. Okay, what time? Oh, it is time for me to give them their dinner. I know that's why y'all are over here. It's dinner time.
Whoa.
Whew. Okay. Whew. All that hell. All that hell. Mina, come here, my big baby girl. Come here, my little pink nose, little fluffy, buffy, wuffy, stuffy. Come here. No. Oh yeah, it is dry food time because they already had wet food today. I did that on my live video. At the beginning of this video, I was pretty much out of it. Pretty much was like, I'm over it. I'm done. I can't do this right now. I'm broken. I'm burnt all the way out. Okay. And now by the end of this video, 3 hours and 40 something minutes, I feel a whole lot better. And I'm thankful for that. And I'm thankful for y'all for listening to me today. Just talk about a show. I'm thankful that you stayed around and listened to me. And even if you didn't, you came back. I appreciate it. I'm very concerned for my channel. I work really hard on it and it doesn't feel like I'm getting anything back. And so sometimes those moments really break me down, especially as a creator, someone who's creative, who did work the 9 to 5s for over 10 years and never was seen in those spaces because I was the personality hire. And I learned about that later on. I gave up everything I had in this world, traveled across the country, tried to make my dreams come true. And while I'm not exactly where I would want to be, I am definitely where I'm supposed to be. And that is something I can be very thankful for. Because while I may have a bad day, you also can be having your bad days too. And sometimes I'm helping you get through your bad day. And days like these are helping me get through mine. I love y'all. And I thank you so very much. And I appreciate it. God bless all of you. I'm not trying to cry, I know, but I'm very much in a completely different headspace than when I started this video. So that's why I'm like, whoa, the power of conversation, the power of listening. So shout out to all my babies in the Philippines right now that woke up early to watch this. Yeah, I actually went later on purpose because I knew I did these videos really early. So I was like, let me go later because so it's not so early in the morning for them. Because I want y'all to be a part of the conversation too. Your girl is in the running, honey. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, everybody else as well. Yeah. Okay. Everybody's loving me. Oh, thank you, Jazz. I appreciate it. I'd like to say I have it all together, but that's a lie. That's a lie. Crash! I forgot to highlight this, but I was on a roll. Just tuned in and heard you. I felt defeated earlier. I hope you know you were always the winner for me and the Rant Pack. Keep doing you and enjoy your vacation. Thank you, baby, and I appreciate you. Yeah, I got to get out of my head sometimes. I am my worst enemy. I am my own worst enemy. And I think that applies to a lot of us in life. We are our own worst enemies sometimes. We can, this is why I related to Jane so much in this last week, because what she was going through in her greatness is how I feel currently right now. You're doing fine, but everything starts to become questionable and it gets so dark and deep, you can't see the light anymore. And now it's only dread. That's why I was like, I absolutely, and that was me alluding to that with y'all. I absolutely feel this. Right now, currently. But all I got to pay is my rent. This is my last bill. I have literally caught up with everything, made sure all that was good to go. So that way when I got on my trip, I didn't enjoy myself. And once I pay the rent, I think that's literally when I can go, okay, I'm about to go on my trip. I'm about to have a vacation. And I am not going to have to think about anything. Ha-ha. So once that happens, through the roof. Until then, there you go. tomorrow's Tuesday. You will not see me. Wednesday, you will see me. I will more than likely be doing the edited review now that Espana All Stars is off the air. So you'll probably be getting that much earlier. And then you'll see me again probably Thursday. I might come on here tomorrow to do a Just Maddie because of all this tea that just dropped recently. I think I might actually fuck all that. I'll be back here tomorrow for a Just Maddie. Wednesday or Thursday will be the edited review. Friday's the break. Saturday's the live. Sunday panel. Monday UK versus the World reunion and finale. Wednesday edited video. Thursday vacation. Stop licking your cuda. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. I love you down. Yeah, watch the US season. It's a good time. It's actually a really good time. I froze. I'm not frozen anymore. God bless you all. I will see you later. Until next time. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for the Just Maddie. We're going to talk about some tea. Let's get some tea. And if I can get some Drag Race tea, I'll include it. But yeesh. Okay, ending this now. Listen.